Monetize this, you can suck my dick. Monetize this, you know it's 6 inches in thick. Monetize. I don't know. What's up, everybody?
Leave the show before it ever starts. If you come back.
If I start with the, would they start with the rap stuff?
Yeah, any rapping whatsoever.
You didn't like Halloween, nigga?
I loved Halloween, nigga. That was great.
You remember?
I mean, I will fucking buy that on iTunes. Anything else? No.
It was really good.
You remember? I remember one night we had a really good night of like the freestyle thing with Jaren, and then like after that, Jesse was like infuriated
it
by
wasn't
it.
a good night. It wasn't.
Whoa, he didn't even like that one. I thought the first night was okay.
Good night.
Because Jaren was so bad, it was really funny.
That was just before you started on the show.
Yeah.
My God.
We did 4 hours on this, if you remember.
Might as well put Jesse on, because Chris never shows up.
Monetize this, the home of thugonomics. Jesus.
What's up, everybody? So, how was Crybaby Corner, Dave? Tell us.
The first ever Creators Corner is in the books, and I gotta tell you, it went quite well. I mean, this chick, this artist, Jacinda Bjork, I'm telling you, you're gonna love this girl. She's absolutely incredible. She's not your grandfather's artist, as Tommy would say.
She sculpts dildos?
It would not surprise me the way she handles herself when she talks about her art. It's like, you're either gonna fucking get it or you're not gonna fucking get it. I don't sit there for hours and ponder the mysteries of life. I just fucking write what's there in my head, or I draw what's in my head, and boom, that's it. And it's so refreshing to hear an artist talk like this. She could be on Monetize This. I mean, she is that well spoken.
Wow. Is it up already or what?
No, I've got a painstaking process. I'm gonna have to edit stuff and get the show together.
Oh no, you fuck.
It'll be a couple days.
Oh, you are a fuck.
You sell out.
You got a lot of work to do.
Oh, hold on one second. I want to hear something. Let me see.
This chick, this artist, Jacinda Bjork.
Her
I'm
name,
telling you.
what'd she do?
How
I
sick.
said her name.
Jesus, Tommy. Is that a way to treat a fellow veteran? Jesus.
This artist is great. This is artist. What an artist.
Hey, guys,
Why don't you watch the fucking episode?
Well, why don't you upload it? Hey, I got something.
In the audio clip you just played, I said her name.
I still don't know what the fuck she does. What does she do?
She's an artist.
Oh, God.
It's her artwork.
Stay on it again. One more fucking time. I dare you. I double dare you.
Well, if you would stop running your mouth for 2 seconds, I'll tell you exactly.
Tommy, you're in a bad mood.
Yeah, you're in a surly mood tonight.
I hate that too, though. When people, I'm an artist. Well, what did you do?
What did you fucking do? I'm an artist.
Me too. I shit on the floor yesterday and I painted a smiley face.
I know.
Well, I kind of figured you already knew because Jessie posted all of her artwork in the chat. But since you don't ever look at the chat,
No, I don't. Not unless it pertains.
We found that out tonight.
Yeah.
Except for when he says something.
Yeah, it's important. I'm taking the Dave way of looking at things.
Hey, I at least skim through everything.
I don't skim through. I skim through about once a week.
I skim through at least to hear my own name. If I hear my name, then I stop and I listen for a little while. If I don't, I just keep skimming.
I was on Facebook.
When do you commence masturbation?
I never stop.
Guys, I got something real serious I got to talk about real quick.
I don't think this girl's an artist. I don't.
Guys, please. Bill Cosby raped me. I was waiting to say that all night.
Trying to stick a pudding pop up my ass.
He puts the penis in the vagina. Huh.
He puts the penis in the vagina. Whatever he does.
It's covered with Jello.
Put this Jello in your pussy and let me fuck you. I know he didn't sound like that.
Pudding pop.
Have a Tootsie Roll. See how many licks it takes to get to the center. 1.
Hey, Dave Rose is watching. Fucking get his ass on.
Sure. Come on in.
Get some goddamn Canadian in here. Because in Canada, we don't fuck around. Like you guys.
Gretzky.
I was going to talk about the Toronto singing the anthem. I thought that was pretty cool.
Classy.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really well done.
And someone was like, "Oh, they never do that." I mean, how did they know the words? Like, what the fuck? You have to listen to these words every time we go to a hockey game. Every team that rolls in is American. In America, you only have to listen to the Canada theme like 1 out of 5 or something.
You know, if it's sports, it's probably not good. No. I hate all you jocks.
Notice nobody said anything to that.
No, we let it go completely.
Let it go. Let it go. Even though you got raped 20 years ago. Let it go.
Come on, guys. Let's get
Let
this
it
shit
go.
rolling. Let's do something. You guys got topics? We got fucking callers. What do we got? Tommy, get on the phones. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Jesus, shut up.
Did you take your fucking cocaine tonight? What's wrong with you?
Right?
Come on, guys. Get him on the phone.
We're gonna monetize this, guys. We're gonna monetize this. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit. It's gonna be great. Let's go. Let's go.
Get him on. Get him on. There's gonna be something to talk about. No.
I still say you behead the bear, and I'll fucking shut up.
You've been calling for this beheading of the fucking bear for
Behead the
months.
bear.
Problem is,
You know, do it all serious, and then you put him, and then you have a fucking inferno match in the tub. You know, it's safe.
You don't give a shit where the bear comes from. The bear could be like in his fucking son's hand right now, and you're like, rip it out of the fucking kid's hand and behead it.
If I behead the bear, then the bear's
Dave,
gone.
No.
The bear's gone if I behead it, and then there's no more bear. And that's
Well, you get another bear. You get another bear. Tough shit.
You have to do it in an ISIS outfit.
But
You know
I'm
something?
just surprised.
Here in Canada, we don't have teddy bears to console our kids. We have twigs and logs and rocks.
Calgary.
You know, that was a hell of a. That was bad.
That was
This is what happens in Canada when the PA system stops working.
Sounds like monetize this.
Yeah. It's the opposite of Montreal.
That's pretty friggin' awesome.
In Montreal, they boo our anthem.
That's the first thing I thought of.
With all due respect to you guys as Americans, that really is something that I think is innate with Canadians, that we have this respect for other people, especially America. It might not appear that way, at least through the media, but we really do admire and appreciate the Americans and what they help us with. And, you know, I think that was just evident with the way that the crowd was, you know, singing the anthem.
Yeah, but I always thought that, though. I thought it's just the fucking media types. We're so much different than you. We're so much different than you. And then you meet Canadians, and they're like totally different ball of wax. And you actually meet real Canadians. They're like patriotic and shit.
It's
You know,
nice.
if you talk to Bret Hart, he hates everybody. Every time he's on the show, he's got something to
Move out of here.
The American.
But you guys should note that those Canadians actually knew the words to the
They
anthem.
probably do better than the Americans.
If I was going to ask
watch the
that.
Canadian one 2 or 3 times, I'll know it too. I mean, shit.
Well, you want to test me?
Make them,
Yeah, it's not
nice
surprising. Yeah.
You want to test me? See if I know it. Because I don't think I know the whole thing. But
I know "O Canada" by heart for sure.
whole thing.
Oh yeah.
It's not just "O Canada" or "Whole Native Land." It goes beyond that.
What do you mean? I know what they would sing at the hockey game. If that's the whole song, I know it.
I know what they do at the hockey rink. I know that.
Okay.
Well, isn't that the song? There's no
No,
more
it
to
is. No, I'm agreeing with you. Dude.
Oh, okay. I
That
just
song
want to
there,
make sure.
Edith?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land fucking glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Fuck yeah!
Is it a game that I'm at? I'm hope Cronin's standing next to me so I can.
Beautiful, Joe.
Yeah.
You got your honorary Canadian citizenship right there.
There you go.
You like that?
Now do free birds.
It's not free birds, for Christ's sake. It's plural, not.
I know. I know. That's what everyone screams at. That was the joke. That was the joke.
But you didn't fucking do it right.
No, because every drunk person at an audience mispronounces the name. Never mind. It went over you, I guess. It's okay. Okay. Play free birds.
We had sex earlier. It wasn't good. Just kidding.
I know who didn't have sex today.
Yeah, you wouldn't plug it in.
Well. Oh man, no, I love the Canadian national anthem. I actually got in an argument on Xbox one day about how from a guy from Canada, a guy from Calgary. Funny enough. But no, I got an argument with him that I said Canada's theme was better, and he said ours was better, and that all his friends liked the American theme better. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I've heard a lot of Americans actually say that they prefer the Canadian anthem. They think that the American anthem is too warlike and aggressive.
It is. It's got
It
fucking
sucks, too.
bombs
It's
and
shitty
shit.
lyrics too. If you ever read it.
Well, it's America. Yeah, it's It's pretty fitting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, say, can you see? If you fuck with us, you'll die, and
I
we
don't know.
might
It's
make.
not a bad anthem. I thought it was always very cool. I mean,
it's
like
garbage.
it's in the middle of a battlefield. I mean, what's more patriotic than that? America. Go.
Fuck you, Francis Scott Keys. Jesus.
Just put red button in the lyrics.
Oh, you damn pinkos.
The funny thing about that song, it's actually a British drinking song. The song was written by Francis Scott Key, but he did it to the melody of a fucking English drinking song that goes. And a guy sits in the bar.
Yeah, the lyrics were
They
written.
just go, and then that's how it came to him. He's thinking of the drinking.
Well,
song.
that's why it sounds like you're at a baseball game every time you hear it, because you just like it's like you're at an outing, and it's like. Hoo-hoo.
It's also one of the most difficult songs to sing on Earth because it goes up and down all over the place, like no other song on the planet.
Really?
I learned that anthem in grade 3. I don't know what age I was, 9 maybe, and it always stuck with me. I thought it was a cool anthem, and I don't know if that's an odd thing for kids to learn other nations' anthems in their classes, but that's what we did here in Canada.
We praise the Lord.
We definitely don't learn the Canadian one in our fucking place. I know that. We're not even allowed to learn ours.
Yeah, we get brainwashed to our own. We do the Pledge of Allegiance every day, and we sing it at every baseball game. We know.
I was like 5 or 6, and I don't know if I knew where Canada was.
Back in the Depression, or
so I was 5 or 6, and I was in northern Maine, and the TV came on, and all this fucking shit. There's a French beer commercial. And I'm like, Dad, there's something wrong with the TV. We're getting in Europe. Like, no, like fucking 10 minutes from French Canada.
Times were weird in the 60s.
you mean because all the LSD, or
I think it's because
Respect your elders there, Dave.
it's the blood flow, the blood flow from all the cock rings. That's what it was.
It's the blood flow.
Yeah.
So, Joe, what did you think about the Leafs game the other day?
Oh, I
don't know what we were going to talk about that in the show.
Wait a minute, which one? The one where they got killed and they sang the anthem, or the one where they killed the Bruins?
No, the one where they sang the anthem and they got destroyed by Nashville.
Yeah. Once again, some ceremony before the thing fucks it all up.
That's a more interesting story.
I think in Toronto we should just not allow any special ceremonies or anything. Just start the game. If you just start the game, they kick some ass.
It seems that way.
Yeah, I swear to God to you. Like, that's the third game now where something starts, something weird happens at the beginning, and then shit happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
They lost the Hall of Fame game, too. To fucking Pittsburgh.
I'm bored. I've got nothing to do. I've got no computer. I've got no phone. I'm fucking bored.
But everything you say to me, I can't hear you. Most of it is the problem. I'll be talking, or you'll be talking.
That quite clearly. Perhaps we might want to talk about a different
I don't
topic.
think he cares.
No, but I'll hear Lee in the background like, and I'm like, what?
I heard
What?
her.
What?
Yeah, we heard it clearly that time.
Yeah, maybe if you want to go away, we can.
The
take
underlying
the show
theme
for a
seems to
bit.
be you're an asshole. I'm not sure.
Wait, no, she didn't say anything crazy. She's not even not bad. She's not close to where she was the other night when she heard your fucking idea.
I was sure that was quite mean.
She doesn't like the Crybaby Corner idea.
No, I believe she said it was gay, and I think that was just Joe being
I
nice.
think Joe said it was gay. Didn't mean she said.
No, she
said it was gay.
Should we recap? I mean, like, do you need to like here? Hold on.
We're not doing couch time with Dead on Dave.
No, you watch what it turns into.
Oh, but
Yeah,
if we
you might be right. I may regret this whole fucking adventure.
I really should start a show called.
Why are you guys shitting on it? I think it's a fucking great idea. I don't see what the big deal is.
Because it's me. I'm a fucking human.
I know that you two came up with it, so I know where it spawned from. By the way,
Yeah, America's Got Talent.
no, I liked it. No, Jesse's got ideas in your ear.
That's about how original I am.
America has emotional issues. No, I think I think it's gonna be good. I really was like, oh man, that's a good idea. Like Leo was kind of like, that's gay, but I was like, no, this is a great idea.
Don't make me feel.
There you go.
Yeah, there was the Leah said it was gay thing. There we go.
At first I was like, what? And then after a few seconds I was like, ooh, this is a good, I mean, so I was like, oh, this is a great idea. No one else does this. This is I'm telling you, I'm excited to see what happens to it if you stick with it for a year.
That's the plan. Well, I figure at the very least it'll grow an audience because at the worst case scenario, the person who's on the show is going to share it with other people in their circles.
Right. Or they'll laugh at you and they'll be like, well, we got to keep
that's
watching.
possible too. And then maybe one of those people will be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Well, I draw, oh, I sing, I'll go on there, And I just figure it'll be very organic and grow.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I pull up to the scene with my business.
You guys done with that sports bullshit so I can come back?
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I pull up to the scene with my business.
This is one of the best ones ever.
You remember that when you sent that on Facebook like 90 times? I mean, like, I don't know what's wrong with this. This guy's definitely like me.
He's different.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
I don't know. Is it too early for you? You need some coffee or something?
The show, I better be able to handle a question. I mean,
Okay.
Shit.
Well,
Go to bed. I mean,
I don't know. This is, I guess, kind of related to some stuff you were talking about the other day. But I've actually heard that some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, the red, white, and blue. You were talking about Fortunate Son, and you were, bitching about somebody talking about some. Yeah, you need just some coffee. I was trying to be some, a little
you need
witty
to
tonight.
deliver the joke
but
better, I think.
yeah, well, that's true
Fuck
too.
off.
Nobody
I'm
Oh,
6
no.
beers in, 6 tall boys in, and I think I'm doing quite well considering.
Nice to everybody else. Dave gets fuck off.
Do the 6 tall boys include you thinking the entire audience knows what I post on my Facebook page?
Hey, how about
Well, this is the point where
Hey,
you're
you're not
supposed to
allowed
be
to
plugging your channel there, Tommy. Stay
What?
on the ball there, soldier.
What? Yeah.
were you here the other night when Dave Rose and Dave Ventura almost killed each other?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was glorious, and I hope it happens again.
Well, I was actually listening to that episode the other day, and I was
I
thinking
came
about
twice.
things I could have said. And if you want to drop the gauntlet there, Dave, let's do this.
Oh.
I'm scared. Go ahead. What you got?
First of all, buddy, you are younger than me, so respect the fact that I was around before rock and wrestling era began. Okay, I was there when the green belt was in use. Okay,
The fact that you're older than me just kind of makes me pity you because you still don't know shit about wrestling.
This is the guy who came out just a moment ago, and I'm plugging you now about a video for your Raw review talking about what's going on and stuff, and you were going back on what you were saying. You were still defending yourself, but you were still saying, what's this shit that's going on with SmackDown? Basically it was, the Team Cena is going to be fired if they don't win, and you were saying that this was bullshit, and you were still defending yourself on the Raw. Raw was shit this week, dude.
There's certain
Shit.
aspects. there are certain aspects to defend. I'm not saying that the Raw was like the greatest fucking Raw in the world. There's nothing wrong with being entertained by certain aspects.
I like Chrome.
That's like basically saying I enjoyed Raw
Fuck your
this week.
opinion, Dave. You could suck my dick, your opinion. What the fuck, man? Dude.
This is like saying, you know, you enjoyed Raw because Santino was funny that episode.
No, I enjoyed
you
Raw
have to
because
take it the
I
whole
enjoyed
thing.
Raw because there was a fucking title change. I enjoyed Raw because there was a little bit of surprise at the end. I enjoyed Raw because they're fucking going back to some a little bit more edgy roots. I liked Raw because there was fucking a humping bunny. I liked Raw because it was not that fucking bad, Dave.
There's been many
You know, you guys would
better
be bitching like
episodes.
this if you guys just stopped watching this horse shit.
You should fire Jeff Huffman and put fucking Rose on.
I've been working them both in. I'm trying to get Dave on more.
I'll tell you.
I'm firing that guy for a minute.
I know.
No, Jeff's the man.
What you're doing is like tremendous radio.
I can't not do SmackDown with Jeff. But I'm gonna have
the one thing that made my ears cringe in that whole thing was this: there was no surprise at the end of Raw. That didn't
the Rowan
happen.
thing was not a surprise.
That was
I'm shocked.
that was not a surprise. That's a fucking
Rowan
mistake.
comes-
You're surprised that it's still
No,
sucks.
it turns out it was not a legitimate injury. It's a storyline injury. Meaning this was worked in. This was planned.
So Rowan's gonna turn on him then.
Well, I'm not sure if he's going to turn on him, but I think they're trying to. They want to introduce a program between Rowan and Harper, and that's how they chose to do it. Because Sheamus is not hurt.
That's bullshit.
It's a storyline injury.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
You're messing with the Canadian. You're making him mad. You know.
Oh my! Why?
What was
Why?
Yeah.
Somebody at least somebody tell me something right now. Why would they do that? Why?
Maybe they're cooling on Sheamus.
Because it's horrible.
Why would Leafs lose 9-2? I don't know.
No, I just-
why would you go from Dolph Ziggler with the title to Wyatt so they could feud for the title with
I'm
Rowan?
sorry. You know what? I'm sorry for that outburst. I think I just realized it. Vince McMahon likes probably Rowan's anal cavity, so that's got to be the
No.
explanation.
Yeah.
Rowan's got to be turning on the team or something. Not,
I don't know.
Quite honestly, from what you're
The new
saying,
stipulation-
Joe, it sounds like that's probably what's going to end up happening. But here's the thing: it can't be that Authority wins this weekend. If Stephanie is pregnant, from all sources, it appears to
From
be,
Daniel Bryan.
and
Maybe-
from other things, it just sounds like they're moving in that direction. So Authority is gone this Sunday. How would he turn? How would they still win? Like it just doesn't make sense to
Right
me.
now, the Authority wins. I'm
No,
telling you.
thanks to the SmackDown tapings, thanks to the SmackDown spoiler, they have locked it up. There's no way the Authority wins.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if they win, they have to fire the entire team of Cena.
Yeah, they're
So
not going to
that-
happen. Exactly. Dave called it. They're not going to fire that team. They basically locked in the definitive answer, and that's bullshit. Why should I have it's wrestling. It's still real to me, damn it. So make it unpredictable. Make it so that you don't make
Still
these
real to
announcements
me,
like
damn it. I
we're
tell you
gonna
every
fire-
time.
we're going to fire our biggest moneymaker, just to make an announcement on SmackDown. No, just
And
make
they
it.
just fired Cena a couple years ago. They did the fire angle, and then he was going to come back as Juan Cena. Remember that shit? I have a
That
Mexican
one,
cousin.
it's
His name is
bullshit.
Juan Cena.
Really did that? Juan Cena?
He was going to. That was the rumor.
oh God, 347, you're on too.
Kid, where can we
What's
get
going
that?
on? It's LB.
Hell,
If you talk wrestling, I will fucking no.
I
Yeah.
wanted to bring up that Bill Cosby thing, but you was
All
talking
right, now
about
we're
that
talking.
earlier.
Now we're talking.
Oh, go ahead. Bring up Bill Cosby. I
I wanted
Booty
to bring
touch.
up a meme I saw the other day about the whole rapist thing, where this dude, I think some meme was like zippity zop boo zop zip. So some shit was saying,
I think they're just trying to frame another black man. That's all I think it is. They're framing another black
What
guy.
are you, Al Sharpton?
Yeah.
You see, I don't endorse the pudding pops right now, and they're trying to take it out of me. Zippity bop.
What was that to know?
Dave Rose. With the
Like
Obama.
I mean, Bill, it doesn't matter. No one will believe you.
Well,
Bill is too much to be loved for somebody to believe he's a rapist. It's like what the Michael Jackson thing.
Bullshit.
We will
He
not
looks
believe
like
that
one,
shit.
though. I'll give him that.
We will not believe that
exactly
shit.
right. He's exactly right because Michael Jackson raped those fucking kids and Bill Cosby
No,
probably.
he didn't.
He's
I
silly.
don't
We were
believe
just
it.
playing.
Fine.
We were playing house.
And he did exactly what Bill Cosby did. He fucking paid these bitches off.
No, I made an amusement park.
Hey, guess what?
And this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit. Why come out with it now?
I don't know, man.
That's
That's
30
a good
years
point.
ago.
Because now's the perfect time to do it.
If you're gonna be cruel, it's the perfect time at the end of the guy's life.
One girl says that he raped. That now everybody wants to come. No, fuck you.
I bet that like 20% of them are true, but only one of them needs to be true for him to be a maniac.
Man, it was shit, man. That guy's probably touched a lot of people. Shit.
No,
LB makes a good point though.
Nowadays-
Why now? Why now?
No, that
Like,
is-
if they knew this before, and this is not something that's been covered up in the past.
Any kind of criticism or question of a rape suspect or anything like that is victim blaming, which is ridiculous.
Did she have something related to like NBC or whoever the network was that had the problem? Because I mean, that you could see like someone saying like, we can't have Bill. I don't want Bill Cosby on a network, or I don't want Bill Cosby's da da da. Why? Oh, he did this to me. I just don't want it.
He's also been recorded back in '69 joking about drugging a girl and raping her.
Oh, what,
so
the stand-up? Really?
Yeah. So, well, I mean,
It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke
can I
that
take
turned
from
real.
Use that as content.
I'm not
Bullshit, you can
judging.
joke about
I'm not
cancer.
judging
No,
for or
I'm not
against.
saying
I'm
it was
just
you.
saying.
I'm not saying
So
you,
how
but
are we
a lot
to?
of people's taking that. Like,
But how are we to judge that, LB? Like, you know, I know the media is always going to blow things out of proportion, and especially like what you said is very important. Why now? They could have easily done this earlier. So,
Yeah, that's
you know,
a dangerous
how am I?
precedent.
How am I a fan of Cosby? How am I to judge what has come out from the past? Am I to consider it legit?
like who came out
Does
with
she
it
have
today?
any
Number
semen on
15.
her around?
Rape victim number 15. The America's top model lady today.
You know, I tell you something, LB.
I raped a girl and I liked it. The taste of her pink vagina. Sorry.
I was surprised every feminist did not come out and attack this guy yet. Feminists
Oh,
usually
it's
on top of
coming,
shit
my
like
friend.
this.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
After he comes, they
came.
come.
Yeah.
LB, you know who's gonna get attacked first? Guys like you that are gonna have the gall to say, "Hey, listen, is this a little suspicious? The timing? Can I say that?" And then they're gonna Stephen A. Smith your ass.
Yeah, and then all the white people are gonna say typical black guy sticking up for another black guy when he raped a girl. When he raped
Hey,
a white
no-win
girl.
situation.
Fuck y'all. That's what I'm gonna respond back to. Fuck y'all. If you're gonna attack any dude today, it should be what's his fucking name on CNN?
Oh.
That interviewed that chick with the whole Bill Cosby thing.
Oh, wait, that's ESPN.
I don't know.
Fuck.
He must be white.
I gotta be
Oh,
honest.
he's black. He's
LB?
black.
Another black guy.
Oh, I know you're talking about Lemon.
We're-
David Lemon. This dude said, "Well, if you was drunk, you didn't think about biting him."
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, the
Yeah.
biting.
He said that to her. Well, that's-
He
You know,
said
it's
that.
shitty.
This would be like
Why'd you bite?
this would be like if a murderer came in your house and like shot you to death, and someone was like going to your corpse and was like,
Look, this is what you do with anybody anything. If they're mugging you, you bite their fucking jugular out.
"Hey, you didn't
Well,
think about
he
shooting this
responds
guy
back
before he
and
shot
goes,
you?"
Well, I was drugged up, so I didn't think about that at the time.
Well,
Oh, dude, you
Yeah,
just fucking
hey.
bite. You just fucking. I mean, that's the first thing I think of. Can I like? That's why I'm fucking ready for that. Like, I will fucking tear your throat out, and that's my only defense. Like, that's all I can do. So.
And how many times have you been raped to practice this theory?
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to know.
I'll rape you.
They should have asked him that.
That's just how I
thought
think,
about
though.
that,
You know?
too.
No, they shouldn't. have,
but when
they
it
should.
happens
They
to
should
you,
not
it might be a
have.
different story.
They should not have asked
Dude,
him.
if I have nothing to lose, I'm definitely gonna take a bite or two.
They should not have asked him. He'd be dead.
Motherfucker.
If he, all right, I'm just gonna leave it at this. If he did do this, he's taking
Good
it
for
to
him.
the grave. He doesn't have that much years left
Well-
anyway. He's taking it to the grave. He got what, like a good 10 years, baby.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great if the night he decided to commit suicide when he's like 90, but then the night before he does his stand-up show, and the last thing he says on stage, "And I did rape that bitch, and I did rape her," and he just, and then he gets off the stage. Oh, that's how I go out. I made a
He took it
mistake.
like a fish.
I made a mistake. I was insecure on a small dick. I raped her.
It was the Jello pudding pops that affected me.
There you go.
It's like Macho Man doing fucking Cosby. My God.
Let me tell you
Nothing
something.
face to face.
Macho Man and I'm doing pudding pops now. Oh yeah.
Swiss Miss all the way, yeah.
Jello, feel the madness, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I think he got a Netflix. He
never
had a
face to
Netflix
face.
series that was supposed to come out sometime soon, but that got canceled because of this.
That's for damn
What?
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, what's it called? How to catch a predator?
Everybody
Catch a
guard all your Bill Cosby DVDs. They're coming for him.
young- I wonder if him and E.T. ever, did a little something together.
The liberals are coming.
I'm going to throw out my fucking Jello right now.
Hey, you can throw that Jello out, shit, man.
It takes a lot for me to throw out food.
Hey, Joe.
Yo.
Speaking of
Rape's no
rapists,
Yeah.
the picture that you've been showing on the screen here on Monetize This, you are a handsome gentleman, but I should let you know that you look very identical to the Canadian serial killer called Paul Bernardo. So
Okay.
That's lovely.
I don't know.
It is me.
Because we all know who that is.
In the woods.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. You know.
Wait a minute. Leo was telling me earlier that because we got to get out of America and stuff, that Canada doesn't have murder and serial killers.
Oh, well, that's not true at all.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's
Unfortunately,
going
it's not.
on?
Hey, what's up? You had the worst
There's
time
actually
ever.
some incredible
Salvage.
fucked up places there. Like, you can
What's
catch someone
going on?
The same old shit. Same old shit.
What you
have
pissed
tried
off
it?
about this week?
Say what?
What you pissed off about this week?
Oh, nothing. Why? Why you ask that for?
I don't know. Sometimes you call in and you're, a little upset about how things are going with the wrestling, and I'm always interested about your input.
Did you turn the heat down?
It's awkward time with Dave Rose.
Hey, I'm from Canada, man. This
Smells
guy's
like
from like the
cheese.
southern
Gross.
part that I know of, so like, I want to hear his talk.
I can open it.
Go ahead.
Gump shrimp.
On camera.
But to be fair, we're all in the South compared to Canada.
Oh, so what's going on? Tom?
Indulge this ignorant Canadian.
It's cold over there.
I ain't really been keeping up with Raw lately. It hasn't been too good to me.
Good man, Talvis. Good. I like this.
So you've been
Smart,
giving
man.
it like a 0 then. Oh, Leah's opening the loot crate we got in the corner over here. So I'll tell you what I get in the loot crate, by the way.
You
But
gotta be filming that, Joe.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I could be filming it, but
Yeah, you could do like a simulcast. You could all
Exclusive monetize this.
she's opening the loot
with
crate.
the loot crate opening.
And now she's got a comic book. What is it?
No, I gotta read the book. They said.
I've heard Loot Crate's been sucking lately.
Loot crate does suck. She wants to get your thing really badly.
Yeah, Arcade Block's the shit, man.
Yeah.
It comes from Canada.
Well, that's
Really?
why.
Yeah.
Blame Canada, huh?
No,
Blame
Arcade Block, Nerd Block, Horror Block, all the blocks, they come from Canada. So
I'll
that's kinda
hijack a shipment and I'll basically distribute it between all you guys.
Yeah, I'll hijack you.
cool.
Hey,
Best
you got
thing
any
to come out of
snowmobiles over there?
Canada
That
is
shit.
I was like, I was turned on.
This one's really good.
What?
Say what?
Oh, this loot crate's really good, I guess she said.
Hey Jesse, yeah, recent storms, lots of people using snowmobiles. True.
Oh yeah, dude, I would use those, and I would fucking run people down, and then use them for food and
Yo,
gumbo.
every year, stupid people using snowmobiles end up like running through like a chain fenced area, and
Yeah,
the
yeah, 'cause they
chain
can't see shit.
decapitates them.
I
clean
absolutely
off.
love things
Oh my
like that.
god.
Grand Theft Auto, Toronto.
Seriously.
Oh no, that's just
multiple
the good
people's
times to
every
have.
year.
Achievement unlocked. Fenced.
Dar-
They fucking just all of a sudden sink out of into the ground because they fucking went over a fucking lake.
It's Darwin.
Is this a headband or something?
What's going on, Talvish?
Oh, I was just sitting here reading more about this Bill Cosby shit going on. They talking about he raped somebody and shit.
Did he really think he did it, Talvish?
It's Assassin's Creed.
I don't think that he did, but then again, I could be wrong. You never know.
I don't think he
I
did.
could be wrong.
Because he had a really cool show in the 80s.
Hey!
I don't-
It's fat rapist. No, I'm kidding.
That guy would have been a rapist, huh?
I don't think so because I love Bill Cosby
I
himself.
grew
Fine,
up
that's
with
maybe-
Fat Albert.
I
Man.
like
That was
him.
a
Yellow
great show.
pudding. Oh.
I was a big fan of O.J. Simpson too. He didn't do anything.
I love Norbert.
Hey man, the only thing he did wrong was,
He didn't bother to bury the body. That's the only thing he did. Wrong.
hey, that's not enough anymore. Look at the fucking Marine that over here fucking left her in a mine shaft. They found that shit right away.
Yeah.
If it don't fit, then it must have quit, right?
No,
If
but
it
you
don't
can
fit,
kill someone with a glove halfway on. Trust me.
I love.
He was great at Naked Gun.
At least with the OJ thing, there's some kind of evidence there that you can at least link him to it. Now with rapist stuff, all you got to do is just say he did it. You know,
Oh my God, there's a Halo thing in the loot box.
The girl did not have semen on her around her. There was no skin under the fingernails. If it don't fit,
it must have quit.
If it don't fit, she's too young. Nope.
I got some gloves too.
So
my
can
God,
we? How,
dude, I
how
expected
easy?
Tommy to explode on that one. Did that even go through?
How could I? There's too many people
Nice.
on.
I know. I tried to
I
say
said
that,
if it
but I'm
don't fit,
insane.
she's too young.
How the fuck can I say it?
All right, see you later, Talbish.
Poor guy, you know. Hey, smart guy though. You know, I wouldn't watch a while either.
I like Talbish.
I'm in a channel Tommy
That's
this
pretty
time, just so
awesome.
you guys know.
Yeah, it was.
So, Joe, you're a big fan of Halo, of the Xbox. I'm the one that basically have an original Xbox that's modded and all. It's got all this different great stuff on there, you know, increased hard drive, all this different shit. And I was always a big fan of Halo. And you were reviewing, you know, this new release and stuff, and I was just wondering, like, is it worth investing in? Like, you were just bitching about all these different server
it's
phones.
amazing, but the problem is they weren't ready for it on release. They have a big server issue, and there's no. When you go to play a game, you sit there and you look at the searching thing, and it doesn't find a game. And you back out and you go in again, doesn't find one. You back out, you go again, doesn't find one. 15 minutes later, you find one, you play, and then you go through that same process again for 30 minutes maybe. And so it's really bad right now. A patch is coming out on tomorrow afternoon, so hopefully it will be fixed. But no, other than that, I mean, dude, it's like a bunch of games in one, plus the remake of Halo 2, plus you can play the classic Halo 2 maps online again without having to dial up a Spanish server. It's great. If everything was working perfectly right now or working good enough, I mean, I'd be telling you how amazing this is. I'm just pissed off that we're not allowed to play it. It's a cock block. I don't know. Other than that, it's great.
Yeah, that's what they say in prison. This is a whole block of cocks right here. But anus.
You know, it's really funny. I was listening to Tony makes fun of fucking Cronin on Xbox. Like, do you know anything about that Pokemon stuff? I was like, what are you fucking asking me? He's like, do you know anything about that Pokemon stuff? He's like, I don't fucking do that shit.
Only when I learned a Pokemon Pulse.
Fucking 13-year-old or 14-year-old fucking Tony's making fun of Joe.
You know, he's a man now. You ain't heard his voice?
I left my Pokemon video on all day long today, and I got like 100 followers on Twitch.
I know, it's weird.
It was funny.
I told him it works. Do whatever you want. He's like, do you watch that? I was like, fuck no, I don't watch that shit.
I made a.
You get laid doing that.
I watched that entire 45-minute video. That shit was hilarious.
Oh man, the ending was great when I turned into a girl.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe that box. Unbelievable box.
It was funny. It was funny. My wife was listening to You Shit on Me on Monday Night Raw, and then we watched the fucking video, and he goes, "This is the guy that just made fun of you." Seriously? I was like, "Yeah, I know."
This
right?
homo's open up little kid packs of fucking Pokemon cards. I'm not a big Pokemon. I don't even know anything
That
about
box was
Pokemon.
sick though.
I don't know much about Pokemon. I do now from opening it. That's about it. I'm a big Magic person. That's about it.
Tell him, Tommy. This is all a bunch of shit to deter women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what am I gonna
Damn
do?
liberals!
I can't get sex.
It's like magic. You can't get laid. You know.
Nordberg.
Unless you fucking, you know, make a pussy appear.
Can you imagine being in that courtroom and being like, so let me get this straight. I just want to make sure, officer and attorney and prosecution and everybody, this is the glove that you found at the crime.
With all three people's blood.
Yeah, and you could agree, so you all agree that this was the glove used to murder him. Okay. Hey, OJ, come put this on. Hey, it doesn't fit him.
Oh!
It doesn't fit him.
I should have let him put the. That we're not talking about.
I never had a glove in my life that I had to use a little extra effort to get on. Never had it. Always, all my gloves fit perfectly.
I feel like OJ left the. Do you think OJ left the glove?
Damn right he did, and that was smart. Shit, man, I can't get it on. This is fun.
You know what it was? I'll tell you how he got.
It was
off.
a white racist cop, and he won.
He wasn't even a racist cop. You know what he did? Do you know why they call him a racist cop?
Because he told the truth.
No.
No, he's a racist cop because he was actually, talking to his coworkers and basically saying nigger this and nigger that.
Oh,
that's why he's a fucking racist cop.
Let me tell you what happened. He was being interviewed by a film director, and they asked him, how do police officers talk? And he said, well, we do have...
Eat him again!
And they'll say nigger this and nigger that. This is what you'll hear from racist cop. And that's what they play in the courtroom. And they're like, racist. Even though he was explaining how racist cops speak.
Yes,
the LAPD has a proven track record of systemic racism.
Right.
Yeah,
So Tommy, come on, man. Like,
so you're not. So you didn't listen to me either. You're like all these.
No. I get what you're
Tommy,
saying.
You know that
pastor.
I get what you're saying.
Interviewed. This is what they used in court to say that he was a racist.
Yeah, they took it. They took it.
Prove that OJ didn't.
They
do
took
it.
him out of context. I get you.
N-word. He used the N-word in the context is this is how racist cops talk.
It would be like if you took a video of me every time I said the N-word and you like edited it so it's just me. Can you imagine clipping me saying all the time like nigger, and then that's a nigger, and then you just like put it all together like crazy racist Joe Cronin.
Let's pretend Mark Cuban a screaming Ku Klux Klan membership holding racist.
What power?
How did he set up OJ? Where is the evidence that he actually went to OJ's apartment, covered that blood with glove, brought it back?
Well, I didn't say that. OJ's fucking guilty.
Yeah, I know. Mark Furman.
That doesn't take away from the fact that
he's not a racist. He never was a racist. That brilliant legal team of Kardashian. Who else was on that fucking legal team? Everybody was on it. Kardashian.
Kardashian. He's like a fucking Kardashian from Star Trek.
That's
Johnny
something. That joke about Kim Kardashian, like it died, getting black guys off since '95. That was Jake Link's joke. F. Lee Bailey was on that legal team. Who was the black guy that was on the legal team? He was a brilliant lawyer too. I can't remember.
Cochran?
Johnny Cochran.
Oh my God, you forgot the fucking main guy?
Yeah, I forgot the main guy. It's been a long time. It's fucking 20 years.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know, the whole fucking
Everything
glove
you said
defense,
goes-
though, that drives me crazy when people are like, it doesn't fit him, it doesn't fit him. It's not like he was bursted out of it like the fucking Incredible
I
Hulk.
said earlier, you can kill someone with half a fucking glove on. It ain't rocket science.
Yeah.
But people, when they use that defense, they're like, it didn't fit him. Are you blind? I'm like, it barely didn't fit him. It's not like he was
If it wasn't premeditated, and he just
premeditated.
if it wasn't premeditated, maybe he just grabbed the gloves that were anywhere and they were someone else, and so he tried to get it on. You know?
Although I would want
hold still, bitch.
You gotta remember that there was jurors removed.
If
from
I
the
did it.
jury. And now it's been a long time because I was in college. It was 20 fucking years ago when this happened, and I was in college. I remember a media report saying by the time the jury selection was done, when they removed alternate jurors, when they put everybody on, not one person on the jury graduated high school. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true. That's what was floating around at the time, but it would shock me because the only people that have time to be on a jury don't have fucking jobs.
Well,
no, that's
I didn't graduate.
don't know about down in the States, but here in
I
Canada,
think it'd be good to look up, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's true that by the time anybody that was educated, they got eliminated.
By the way, Joe, Talvish demands reasoning for why he was hung up on once again.
Because you didn't get to the skinny, kid.
Because it's a radio show. And
you gotta, if you're gonna come on, you better start talking about something.
Yeah, you better get it out there because you're gonna get cut off.
It must be. It's the Joe Racist show. Don't we know that?
Don't be afraid to come on here and just like take the fucking the shine. You know, fuck it. We're on here all the time. Come on and fucking blow us out of the water.
Take the shine, Tony. What's up?
Yeah. You like I threw that in? Yeah, if I figured it was a theme.
I also want to say something about Mark Furman. He really redeemed himself too because he got that filthy fucking murder in Massachusetts finally charged, like 20 years after the initial murder. What was that guy's name? Skakel. Over that he killed Martha Moxley. The Martha Moxley murder. Furman got involved with that and actually got the guy nailed finally. He murdered this girl in 1976, and I think it was around 2002. He went over to 2001. He went over to Massachusetts and got this Kennedy jerk off Skakel convicted of a crime.
Don't you say a bad word about Kennedy, you prick.
And the Kennedys make me physically ill. I'm ashamed to be Irish when I hear about them.
You know, that's he's one of the best presidents we've ever had. You know, it's because you're in Germany, Tommy. That's the problem.
You must have assassinated him, you fuck.
You know, maybe you or maybe
you commie.
What?
Back and to the left.
You commie.
Back and to the left. Jesus Christ. He was bolted in there, you fucking idiot. You dishonest idiot. He had a war injury. He was fucking bolted into that goddamn car. Of course he went back to the left. I bolted you, if I tied you to a back of a car and kicked you in the back.
That's one of my favorite things ever. Back and to the left. I love it.
Makes me so
What's going on?
So
Why is
funny.
Tommy going off now?
I absolutely love it, but let's keep it going.
He hates freedom.
You will not speak falsely of Herr Tommy.
Tell you what, if he was in charge of the phones, Talbot would have been cut right
That
off
was
the
like
get.
the worst.
Tony's on the phone, by the way.
Bring it on, Tony.
Who the fuck's Tony?
Hey, Tony, you should be in bed.
I'll give you
Wednesday
shit.
night.
Hey, Tommy, Tony, you gonna get an F in school like Jared?
Yeah, I got a question. You ever fucked that chick that you used to talk to at the locker?
You were gonna ask me that too. I just had the feeling you
Goddamn
were
right,
gonna
man.
ask
You score?
Get to third base at least.
Shit, sounds like she. What'd you do? Did you bury her?
You know what the funny thing about that story is? It's exactly like the way my camps went when I was 13. You know, like the whole finally the girl comes fucking clean with you the day you leave, and you can't even lay her.
Yeah.
You know,
I had a girl come clean with me.
Don't date, masturbate.
Yeah, after 2 years of
If you don't have a choice.
after 2 years of sailing classes, I had this big crush on this girl, and then she wanted to dance with me and stuff, and then she started getting weird, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. But I forgot that day my mother was coming to pick me up early, which she never did. I could hang out at sailing class for like 10 hours afterwards and be over at people's houses. But I had some tooth cavity I needed filled, and she made this appointment for the dentist to pick me up and then drive me there. And she came there, and I was like, no, I have to stay. And she was like, yeah, we got it. And I had to leave, and I was so fucking pissed off.
I know it's weird that this is what I take from it, but did you start that sentence with at sailing class?
Yes. I took sailing
Fucking
classes.
East Coasters, man. That's what I took away from the whole thing. Fucking sailing class?
When I was told I was going to sailing, I was told I was going to sailing classes, by the way. Because remember, so my dad died, my mom met this piece of shit. Then we moved to Massachusetts, and she was like, and you got the sailing class. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to go. Sailing classes? What the fuck?
I was fucking lucky to get karate.
I was so mad.
I was lucky to go to karate.
Do you want to know something, though? It was one of my funnest times.
Right now.
Yeah, well, Dave would be, well, never mind.
Don't judge me. My summer house is in the Hamptons.
A lot of these kids were like that, too. There were a couple of them that were like that. Like, their whole families, they grew up like...
I knew douches
and
like that.
And then the spinnaker will go up and we'll fly the laser. And it's like, oh, Jesus. But no,
it's official. It's official. Talvish is done. He's never calling back. He's going to stick to Bruce Blitz. That's
Yeah.
Done.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to call back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
I don't know if you're gonna stay on here.
Ball one home.
Hey Tony, what are you gonna do if you can't watch Pokemon videos? What are you gonna do with your life?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Says it like my mom said.
Pokemon.
Pokemon there.
You gonna open the Pokemon?
Maybe poking no girls. That's for goddamn sure.
I like evil Tommy C better than real Tommy C.
I came on Pikachu.
Jesse C is.
I like Jesse C better than Tommy.
Jesse C is quite interesting. I agree.
Yeah, Jesse C's cooler than me.
I smoke. I'll have a smoke and then kick your ass in between smoke breaks.
He's like a really fucking shitty extra in Goodfellas.
Leah bought the Pokemon game the other.
God, you know, not gonna get the pot.
Leah bought the Pokemon game the other day on Nintendo DS.
Oh, which one?
Ooh.
Oh, tomorrow it comes out. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, which one now?
Yeah, she's buying the one. It's a remake, I think, the one coming out tomorrow.
Oh, I'm fucking obsessed with those stupid games.
I want to talk about sex to aggravate Leah.
What? Oh, you want to talk about sex? Let's talk about,
It makes Leah really uncomfortable. And
you know what you should do? Send me some of your previous hookup German girl numbers.
I win.
And I'll text them my dick.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony, what else you got?
I don't know. I'm just
Still have
thinking about...
to tell a really embarrassing story.
What's that, Tony?
Nothing's really been going on. I've just been bored to shit. Like, I have nothing to fucking do.
Jerking off.
Oh, you bore me. You bore me. Goodbye. Oh, my God. You gotta
whatever
bring
happened to
it.
Lamb shit? Did he did he get tired of his run?
Lamb shit's
Hung
dead.
up too many times. Him and Talvish are going to start their own fucking radio show.
Yeah, no. Lamb shit still messages me on Facebook. No, we talk on Facebook.
Yeah.
He tells me about when he starts telling me stories about hooking up with girls, I get all creeped out. Like the year like 15. Like I don't know. Go tell your friends that. Talk to me about something else.
Because you could tell when he was typing the story, he had to keep taking out the word guy and implant girl, and it just fucking freaked your mind out.
Yeah, it was weird. I look at his photo and I'm like, you suck a dick. I think.
The funniest thing that he ever said.
Nothing wrong with that, you know, shit.
It's okay. Just admit it because it's creepy if you're lying.
Especially
I don't
if
know
he's
why.
really good at it, you know. You fucking.
I don't like when you're like, I don't know. Just talk about.
He's on the baseball team. I imagine he gets laid.
He's on the baseball team.
Yeah, but you know, that's...
He runs all the bases. 614.
Bring it on, bitch.
614. What's going on?
Jerry, what's up, guys?
What's up, baby?
Hey, what are you guys doing?
I don't know. I wish Joe Latimer would call again. Is he fucked up tonight too?
I don't know.
Joe Latimer.
He was fucking.
Actually, I want to actually talk about.
I just want to say I'm about 10 beers in, and you're all pussies. That was great.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask your question. We won't talk over.
Actually, I wanted to talk about. You know, it's funny. And Charles Manson's getting married soon, so.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's weird.
I guess Andy Dick won't be his best man.
The girl she's marrying looks exactly like Susan Atkins from the original Charles Manson girls. I mean, she's like a dead fucking ringer to that bitch. And Susan Atkins died years ago.
Well, then it is love.
Yeah, she like wants to try to help get him out of prison and shit. It's fucking bizarre.
Paint the
I didn't even know he was still alive. That's the thing.
80 fucking years old, and she's what, like in her 30s, 26 or something? I don't know.
Yeah, she's like 26. I was like, God, I thought the dude was dead by now.
Oh,
he's probably got a fine set of razor blades somewhere in that bed. You know, I don't know about money.
Me and Chris.
Well, you know, a long time ago, he used to live with one of the Beach Boys members, the drummer, a long time ago before he started doing all the murders. A lot of people didn't know. Nah, I wanted to keep it short before I got hung up on.
Or talked over.
You started talking though, saying you had something to say. So
Yeah, you had real stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, well, you guys were talking about OJ, which is funny about the OJ thing. I remember back, if everybody remember WrestleMania 12, Piper and Goldust match when they did that clip, and I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
That was great when I was little. I loved that. That captivated me when I was 12.
You know, I wish fucking Jesse the Body was on commentary when that happened.
Jesse the Body.
God, and what do you think he's gonna do? Oh, I don't know. You know, just.
Yeah, I lost $10 over the fucking O.J. Simpson case, man. I was convinced he was gonna get fucking.
I was at pizza. I
lost $10 over that shit.
Actually, I was pretty surprised. I couldn't believe what that.
It's funny because I was at a pizza place when that shit happened.
Yeah, is that some kind of racist joke? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering. Like,
no, I'm just kidding, Jerry. All right,
He didn't say he was at a watermelon shack. He said he was at a pizza place.
All right, I hung up on Jerry too.
you could put, you know.
Jerry's been watching. Jerry's been watching everything I do on here. He's like a fucking. He's like a monitor.
He actually had some fucking interesting things to say. That was good.
262. What's up?
Hey, I was just kind of bored, and I heard you guys talking about the Cosby thing, and I'm not going to talk about that, but I am going to talk about rape.
No.
So,
yeah. Keep going.
I like where this is going.
I just was wondering if you guys had. I was wondering if you guys had seen that Oklahoma police officer that was charged with like 35 counts of rape on like 13 different women.
Whoa.
And he like raped like a 17-year-old girl on her mom's front porch and stuff while on duty.
Oh.
Wait, so 35 counts, 13. So he must have done it at least twice, maybe 2.5 to all of them.
Right.
That's what it says.
I thought it was like a prison rape thing. I didn't know like that he actually like in
35 makes sense. Shit.
He was like making rounds to people's houses.
Like, you know what is? I don't understand like how the community doesn't go up and just hang him. You know, I mean.
Well, this isn't.
I wish we would.
This is Nazi Germany here, Tammy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but it used to happen in the States too.
Yeah, but how come we used to hang?
Because lynchings never happened in the States, right?
Yeah, I mean, we used to hang and lynch people because we thought maybe they believed in the devil. But then this guy's, you know, I mean, why can't we kill these motherfuckers when they go around and we know he raped a bunch of women?
Because we're a civilized society now, Joe.
That's right. I hate this
we
place.
We don't do those things.
I hate this place. Oh, get ready, by the way, guys, because Obama to announce Go It Alone plan on immigration Thursday. Fuck you all.
Fucking order, Jesus.
What's that mean for us who's ignorant about that sort of thing?
Hey, Tommy. Well,
he's acting like a dictator. How about that? He doesn't have the authority. It's illegal.
Well, he's
constitutional crisis.
What's he gonna do though?
Tommy, remember you said he was gonna go rogue at the end here?
I told you. Yeah. Why are you shocked?
Well, but he's claiming he's gonna do everything that's within the law.
Well, what the fuck? He's already fucking.
In fairness. If we don't know what he's done yet, so you can't say it's unconstitutional unless he's done it. But here's the thing: he can't say you're legal by snapping his fucking fingers. The executive.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can, Tommy. You're missing the.
Yeah, and for all you Democrats out there that are defending,
for all you liberals.
Yeah, he can do it. What's to stop the next fucking Republican president going in and saying, you know what? No Social Security.
You mean like when Bush? Well, whatever. I think Bush did all this already, but
no, he didn't. He didn't do anything close.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You got Medicare, Medicaid. How about Medicant? How's that? We're not gonna do that.
Well, a lot of. I mean, here's the thing. I don't like a lot of the stuff Bush did, but he did it. He did it through the right.
Bush didn't do anything illegal. Always went to Congress. Every bit of war funding was funded legally. Absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like I didn't like any of the stuff that Bush did, but he did it legally.
I agree with it, but he did. This is illegal. This is ignoring the fucking other two branches.
So what are you saying? Here's the quote from Obama. So what I'm going to be laying out is the things that I can do with my lawful authority as president to make the system work better. To make the system work better. To make the illegals legal.
I'm gonna not go by the system to make it work better.
Right? It sounds like the sound clip I called WEI about Brett Favre years ago.
I've never said anything like this about him before. If he does this, he's a criminal.
He's
a criminal.
Not if he does it legally.
That's what I think he's going to do. He's a criminal, and he deserves to be prosecuted.
Continue to work with Congress and encourage them to get a bipartisan.
He's like my fucking ex-wife. Work with me, will you? Do what you're told.
Yeah, I want to work with you. I want to work with the people I want to work with the people so that they listen to me and that they do what I want to do. And then they don't.
That's like Sean's View meets the Leprechaun. Jesus, everybody come to my way. I don't care.
Yeah, Obama's really going crazy here. Yeah. How about all the people who don't fucking who are dying? How about all the soldiers that are dying because they can't get shit fucking done? Meanwhile, snap the fingers for all the immigrants who are illegally here. How about all the immigrants who are getting here legally who have problems, but we're gonna just fucking say it's okay to all the illegal ones?
Because these guys are gonna deliver the fucking vote to the Democratic Party in Texas. How about all the black people that are gonna lose their fucking jobs in Texas? Because there's so much a flood of cheap labor.
Hey, black people in Texas.
Who cares?
Time to move, because Sable is coming in, and he don't have to fucking.
Sable?
It's Sabu.
There's Jose.
Jose, well,
all kinds of different things. But you went with El Sable?
My brother
sounds like a terrible masked wrestler.
Well, all I'm saying is 11 million people living illegally in the United States. This is significant step. Here's the article writer says Obama's executive orders are expected to remove the threat of deportation for as many as 5 million.
Now, nobody gets deported now.
Yeah, nobody gets deported now. Yeah, you're right.
Order. You get your court date and you fly to New Jersey.
So you
went. The fuck is he kidding?
So you went from maybe a warning to now we're not gonna do anything. So nothing's changing then. What are you mad about?
The threat of deportation. I love it.
The thing is, he's the first.
No, there is no threat. Now he's taking away the threat.
I love it. It's why I love the way they word it. It's great.
Yeah.
Because he's a flying sack of shit. He's a fucking criminal. I'm ashamed to have served under this fucking commie. And we're gonna get that. Now we're gonna get it. Now you motherfuckers. You're gonna find out.
Leah said you're not even you're in Germany. Shut the fuck up, and you're not a citizen. You're not a citizen anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We all lose your fucking jobs. You all voted for him. Oh, he's gonna be.
I didn't vote for him.
Just a commie prick.
I didn't vote for him. I did cheer for him, but I didn't vote for him.
I voted for the blacks.
We're just going through the rabbit hole now.
From a Canadian standpoint, anything that affects the States affects us and the rest of the world.
Yeah, too bad the fucking sun doesn't, huh?
Our economy goes, so does yours, my friend.
Exactly.
Well,
we don't care about it. I mean, look, you had that guy.
They'll be coming to Canada.
Uber, with it. He goes, we basically passed this law, and this is what I've been screaming about on this show for the fucking past year. We passed this law because American people don't know anything about economics, and he's fucking right.
Tommy, the American economy goes, the world economy goes with it.
Except Germany.
Not just the Canadian economy.
No, China has a lot to say about that.
No, China has a lot of
Euro's
debt.
already in the fucking toilet.
China has invested in a lot of American debt, and they're basically the ones who supposedly have control. You know, they're the ones who say, "Oh, well, we have all your debt, America. We can dictate to you how you're gonna, do your whole foreign policy." But the fact is, if America loses and goes bankrupt, China has nothing to go. You know, they've lost all their investments. Exactly. So they can't say shit about. They would more benefit from trying to prevent that from occurring than allowing it to happen, because if that happens, the world economy is going to go into a depression.
Give us Florida.
A depression that was worse than it was in the 30s, at least for
I'm telling you.
It's going to happen, Dave. There's no doubt about it, because we have unbelievable ignorance when it comes to economics. Unprecedented ignorance. People believe that you can fucking just make a program, magic money appears out of the air, and there can be no consequence for it. We've been doing it for fucking 40 years now, and it's time to pay the piper. Now we got a quasi-dictator.
It's time to pay me back. No.
Yeah.
Obama.
Give it back or I'll whip your ass.
The White House hopes by acting now, Obama will spur House Republicans into acting on long-stalled immigration legislation.
Why would it work? They already fucking lost. We have the dictator telling everybody what to do. It's so stupid. I hope by breaking the law, you guys make a law.
Republicans
How
are.
else would you do things, Tommy? I mean,
Republicans have already dismissed the idea of a government shutdown, although they have thought about it, which makes no sense.
Again,
we're gonna have another
Lord
government shutdown.
knows we've already done it. Let's revisit that.
Let's have another government shutdown.
Congress has two options here. If he does, and that's a big if. It's not even a big if. He's going to do it. When he does something completely fucking insane, like most fucking commie pricks do in a situation like this when their backs against the wall.
You're going to see a riot if this goes through.
A riot. The Republicans are softer than you think. There's going to be two things.
I think this will be the first time you'll see something like that happen.
The least of which they could do is file a lawsuit and take it to the Supreme Court saying he does not have the executive authority to do it. The second thing they can do is start the articles of impeachment. And I got to be honest with you.
Which is what should have happened a while ago.
No, listen, if they didn't impeach fucking...
Let me finish. I don't care if they don't have the vote, because they did impeach Clinton, but they couldn't remove him because they didn't have the votes in the Senate.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you impeach Clinton...
I don't care if they don't have the votes. Somebody has to stand up to this fucking maniac and say, you know what? You're on record of being a scumbag. We don't have the votes in the House to remove your ass, but you're acting like a criminal, and something should happen here.
This is what Tommy's enraged about?
Doesn't look like it's going to be the Republicans doing that.
No, because they're a bunch of heartless Wiener Republic fucking pussies. They're all they all won in November.
Talking about Republicans.
They have their fucking jobs. They have their jobs, and they're going to be just fine. They're going to be just fine.
They benefit from just opposing Obama no matter what. Doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative policies. Let's just oppose Obama because that's the popular thing, and we'll get votes.
Yeah, and the more insane this guy goes, the better it is for
Canadian.
Let's face it. The more insane this guy goes, the better it is for the Republican Party, because they know that we got this shit locked up.
This Saint Bernard mom says, "I'm 100 miles from the border. As soon as he makes this announcement, there'll be surges at the border from Mexico and Central America for people wanting to get to the newest embassy. I'll be the fuck out of here."
There's surges every day over there.
Well, sir, that's why you're right there now. What?
I mean,
Canada will get the cheap labor. It'll be Americans.
No, we want Americans. we want.
We'll take your Americans.
Good people.
We'll try the Guardian. We'll do what we can.
I'll help you. I can't wait to work at your gas station.
You know something though that makes me sick? Want to hear something that makes me sick? Is Bush never got impeached, but Clinton did. I don't understand that.
Because he had sex.
Shouldn't break the law.
Because it was sexual.
Yeah, Bill Clinton had sex, so let's impeach him.
No. Bill Clinton lied under oath. That's why.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's
I would have lied too if we were talking about my dick on the fucking oath stand, though, probably, and I was the president.
Yeah.
I would lie about my dick. I wouldn't lie about, like, if they were like, did you know that the bombs, blah, blah, blah. Okay, in reality, I didn't know. I thought we were doing the right thing. We fucked up. But if it was about my dick and cum on some girl's dress, I would probably lie about that because it's just pathetic.
Yeah.
So, and I'd be like, you know what? If he lied about something really important, I'd be worried. But because he lied about his dick and his wife, and I mean, come on.
But here's the thing, though. It's what the lie represented. He was trying to protect himself. So if he's trying to protect himself there,
and here's the reason.
I might have admitted. I might have admitted. I would have said, I'm the president of the United States, and I will never lie to the people of America. And I did have this moment of
but what
infidelity.
it does is it causes doubt, because if he lies to protect himself there, what else is he lying to protect himself?
First of all, here's another thing about fucking Clinton. Here's a reason. I mean, I know all the reasons why he shouldn't be impeached, but here's one of the reasons he should have been impeached. Here's the thing: the guy had a year to come out clean with this shit and stop it. He never did. So what's to think? Let's pretend. I'm not saying this happened. Let's pretend one of our enemies got the information about Lewinsky before Drudge did. And now you can dictate policy because this prick is willing to fucking keep anything from his wife finding out, from the public finding out. He's willing to do goddamn anything.
It's another one of those Hollywood movies that Tommy won't see.
It's not a fucking Hollywood movie. The fucking president there are people go to jail every goddamn day.
You're calling him Pete Rose. You're calling him Pete Rose then.
Different. He's the president of the United States. He shouldn't be lying under oath, and there should be. It has nothing to do with his dick. It has nothing to do with his extramarital affairs. In fact, that he is willing to hold the entire country up over his dick.
Didn't Bush lie about weapons of mass destruction?
Lie about weapons of mass destruction. The goddamn thing with it. It was one of the worst.
My daddy said it's just a white lie. It's no biggie.
Oh, they got the missiles. We know it. They got the missiles. We know it. Oh, they got the missiles.
Just because we never found them doesn't mean they don't exist.
Oh, just because we never found them. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. If the glove doesn't fit, you must have quit.
I thought you'd like that.
Well, if we want to be honest, the Americans, the British, the French, and the Germans all sold weapons, chemical weapons, to the Iraqis during the 80s in their war against Iran. So
no. That is a farce. You can look it up. We sold.
No, it's not a farce, Tommy.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Tommy, there's a photo that's circulating on CNN.
Oh, you lost him there with that.
Whatever, all these mainstream websites and all these news reports, which shows Rumsfeld, Donald Rumsfeld, shaking hands with Saddam Hussein.
Criminal.
There you go. We're friends. Let's do business.
Neither did France. Nobody did. They got it themselves.
No, they didn't. They did not have the
got it
technology.
themselves.
Where the fuck do you think they had the ability to create a nuclear generator which was destroyed by the Israelis?
Yeah, taking a dump in the hole.
That's who they got it from.
They're taking poops in the sand in the backyard.
You want to fucking start talking about this, Tommy? Let's talk about this.
Technology, Dave.
Now, this is what I loved about Monetize This in my mind.
This is pure insanity.
It doesn't much to put sarin in a warhead. It does not. It's not nuclear.
No. Let's back up a sec.
Is that what weapons of mass destruction?
These Anglo-American, these Western organizations and countries did not have any involvement with Iraq. Wrong, because France was the one that provided the technology for their nuclear reactor. Yes or no?
What I said, Dave, is that no one gave him chemical weapons. That's what I said. And I went on to say that we did give him weapons in the war in Iran.
Boom.
Well,
my God,
I to show otherwise. So let's agree to disagree.
Yeah.
San Diego.
I don't think so. No. We're going to kill each other.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All I know is if Bill Clinton or Obama said they've got these weapons, they've got weapons of mass destruction, we must go in and fight.
And then run the country right now.
And then they came out and we don't fund the fucking things. You know what people would do? They would bury the fuck out of Obama and Clinton. They didn't find the fucking. Actually, they wouldn't though, because the Republicans would have been like, "We went to war," and they'd jack off, and they'd be like, "This is why we kept all those abortion babies."
To be fair, Clinton would get lethal injection, and Obama would get the hanging.
Now, Tommy, I'll give you this.
I hate all three.
I've actually read and seen reports that there was massive amounts of chemical weapons storage depots that were found at the Second Gulf War.
Oh, have you noticed? We did.
When they found it. I was.
So I'm not denying that they did not have a stockpile of.
We just found a bunch of this stuff too. We didn't just find it. We were just told finally how, which is not a bad thing. We were told finally how Bush and everybody, like Tommy, you said you saw it. A lot of this stuff wasn't released that we'd found it, and now it's been coming out
But there's a total difference between being able to actively deploy this stuff as we were told by the American government, as opposed to what they had, which was basically limited artillery shells.
That might be true, but we didn't give them chemicals. That's my point. They did give them the type of war.
I'm going to have to get back to you on that, Tommy, because everything that I've looked into on that, it basically it's profitable. I'm not going to deny the fact that basically all these countries,
when you're already made away. Think about that. Think of
the Germans sold nuclear submarines to the Israelis, knowing that they were going to basically equip those with nuclear-equipped missiles.
I know that's 100% true.
So you know that business rules, man. Money talks.
The Israelis having nuclear weapons? Are you kidding me? They don't have enough, as far as I'm concerned.
But what I'm saying is that Germany, for example, goes against what they publicly say to to everyone about trying to proliferate the use of nuclear weapons by enabling Israel. And again, I'm not a critic of Israel, but they basically give Israel all these submarines that have the ability to fire nuclear-tipped missiles. And it's concerning just because it's going to disrupt the balance of power in the Middle East.
It's first of all, there is no balance of power over there. The Israelis are in power, and the reason they're in power is because they're surrounded by maniacs.
They won't survive an all-out attack by Iran. So even with nuclear weapons,
they first of all, they will more than able to survive. They have defense weapons. They probably, if Iran launches
Arrow and Iron Dome won't be able to handle the amount that they have available.
But here's the thing. Bibby's gonna bomb the shit out of them if he thinks they can even do it.
Of course, it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be mutually assured destruction. But the fact is, neither side is gonna make it out because Iran has enough conventional missiles to wipe out Israel, and Israel has enough nuclear weapons to make a glass hole out of where Iran is. So unfortunately, both sides would lose.
Guys, can I please play the comment of the night in the comment tonight on the chat for monetize this? This is the comment of the night. Can't. Well, here it is.
Oh my Marrero. What the fuck is happening? Am I the only one about to blow my brains out?
No, you're not.
Well, you wouldn't know, would you? When you blow your, shit.
I don't know. I just thought that was the greatest comment ever.
What, you don't like politics? Well, I'll tell you something. No.
Oh man.
You know what? Fuck it, dude. Because I think this shit's brilliant, and I don't know. Like, it's just the passion that you guys get into. I just love it, dude. Even just you and Tommy shooting the shit on that stupid movie that you guys did like a year ago. I was like, oh my god, choking on. God damn, you're supposed to take only half the dick.
Smoking the
shit. Fuck. You couldn't find weed in Germany. I was bullshit, huh?
Clear.
I'm trying to find a waterboarding soundtrack.
That was a year ago? That was a year?
Yeah, well, when you did Ender's Game or whatever, that was really, hey, he did Ender's Game, it was great.
Over your face. So these guys are going to waterboard each other. I remember when I was in college.
I'll finger your mother. No.
These guys are pussies.
Absolutely, exactly.
Well, the reason why I was looking for waterboarding is because someone said, like, hey, I actually listen to Scott Farrell, and when someone calls up and asks for a beer, he like pours the beer. And he goes, get this guy a beer, and then they pour it. Well, I'm gonna do it when you call up. I'm gonna waterboard you. That's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna waterboard people. How about that?
That's the way it's the real love that you put into it.
It is. It is.
Jesse, you got to do me a favor, man. You got to do that classic line from Predator, where Jesse Ventura is talking to the rest of the team about eating tobacco. You know that line. You've got to know that line, right?
I don't.
Do you know how creepy it is that while I was searching water...
Okay, I'll do it, and you guys will remember this. This was a classic movie, but he's like, bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me.
Doing Sean Connery? What the fuck was that?
He's the worst president.
I'm not good at impressions, yo.
My lifetime.
Sean Connery doing Jesse Ventura in Predator.
He's got something to say about Barack Obama. This has to be good.
my
Let me
lifetime.
fuck
So
you in the
Barack
anus
Obama,
there,
President
bro.
Obama inherited something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. You know,
Well,
two
you know.
wars, an economy that's a borderline depression. So it's far too early to judge him 100 days in. I think if you have me back about 2 years from now, I can give you a much better of how he's doing. He poked for
Alex Jones. Okay, just get ready, Jesse.
My buddy Alex Jones.
You know what? You know what pissed
We like
me
to
off
talk
though.
about stuff.
You know what pissed me off about when Obama got elected though is right from the gate, Obama was getting killed right from the gate. He didn't even do anything. All that happened was he deserves to get killed now. But right from the gate,
it's justified now.
Right. But they were just killing him.
Bunch of racists.
They were killing him right from the start. They were like, look at the gas prices. The gas prices started when Bush was the president. They sunk to the lowest, the fucking highest ever. It was fucking crazy. Bush was the president. Like, and these people like are on Facebook, and this is what infuriated me. People were on Facebook like, fucking, oh, see what happens when you fucking Obama? See what happens? What the fuck are you talking about?
See there, Edith, I told you this was going to go straight to hell.
To be fair, that always it does always happen. It was just hype because he was a fucking black.
It was the most obvious time though of it ever happening. It would be like,
of course, because he's a black man. Because
if it was Hillary, we'd all be sitting around saying, you know, you never should have let the game.
If I set someone's
Dave is 100% right. Both parties do this when a new president.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, both.
See,
they do.
They always do that.
Both
But
do.
Because
You're right.
The fact that he was black, this is fucking heightened. I mean,
No. It's not because of the fact he's black. It's because it's because gas prices went to the highest ever when Bush was president.
No,
and
I
then Obama
understand
took
that.
over. So, no, what I'm saying is everything was heightened. Everything was heightened. The most obvious thing in around the country happened. The gas prices. One of the most biggest obvious things happened during the right before the transition. So. It was one of the most obvious times that it ever happened. That's all. It just happened to be gas this time. Other times it might have been things that people don't even realize. But
Jesus Christ, they're coming.
What the fuck was
How
that?
much fucking coke did you do before the fucking show, Jesse? Jesus
But
Christ.
the thing is, like, though, that it just enraged me that on Facebook, all these people, like, 2 weeks into his presidency, were like, look at this piece of shit. Look what you did. It was like, look what you did? You voted for Bush for 8 fucking years. Now 2 weeks of this guy, and you're fucking coming on Facebook? You fucking piece of shit.
To be fair, that was 2006, so it was probably still MySpace, wasn't it?
Nah, it was MySpace, yeah.
Pick up the phone before it goes
No, it wasn't MySpace. It was Facebook. I remember.
Was it Facebook in 2006
it was.
already?
Just
No,
MySpace,
it
we're
wasn't
going back to
2006.
But you know what the other extreme is?
Wasn't
too?
so Bush was president for 6 years, Dave?
I have no fucking idea.
I
what
can
MySpace
tell.
was. You know, I got on Facebook like in 2008. I mean,
Well, MySpace shut down in 2008, basically. So
no fucking idea. I never used that shit.
Well, I think that's why I hated Facebook, because I remember being on Facebook and just being angry at people because I was like, wait a minute, though. I'm like, really, like, these people, for years they defended Bush on MySpace and on the fucking everywhere, and it was like, and then all of a sudden this guy's been elected for 2 weeks and they're killing him about the gas prices, and this has nothing to do with either party and who's right. This just has to do with dumb people, and they're on both sides. This time now it's gonna be like you said. It's gonna be the Democrats will be like, here we go, oh god, the fucking Republicans.
Like, seriously, Joe. Even with the gas prices as they were at that point, was the economy as bad as it is now?
Oh no, yeah, it was
gas
worse.
Prices are back down. The economy still sucks.
No,
2008 is when shit really turned.
We right 2 months before Obama was elected, we were going into a depression and we were going into hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was all going to hell, and it was like George Bush. George Bush lit a house on fire and then walked away like, oh shit, I didn't do that. And then Obama came with the water and the fucking fire trucks, and he was like, I think I can put this out. And then they were like, he set the house on fire.
Oh my god! Yeah. Well, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, my god, he's fucking look at the pigmentation.
Unfortunately, his fire trucks are filled with gasoline now.
But here's what that's
you should
what
piss on it. You know, he's got a big dick.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Then Obama went to turn on the water, fucking throughout the next couple of years, and nothing came out of him except for semen. Except for semen, it was all one big jack off.
But you know, in fairness, there's another way. This is the way, because it was like, I remember, like, we were 2 years in. Like, you got to give this guy a chance.
Right.
I heard that give this guy a chance right up until even after Romney was beaten. Like, wait a minute, he just got reelected. Give everybody a chance.
Here's the problem. You actually really did have to give him a chance because people were killing him right from the start because there were.
I mean, look, I knew what his policies were going to be going in. I didn't go on a fucking see. I wasn't like that, but I knew everything that happened.
I gave Bush a chance. I gave Bush a chance. I gave Bush a chance, and I voted for the other guy, and that was the last time I ever voted.
My wife gave Bush a chance, and then she decided to shave. Hey-oh.
I gave Bush a chance, and then he set us back about 9 years.
Yeah, but did he get any pie?
Did he shave? Yeah, that's the question.
My daddy gave me pie when I was a boy.
I'll never forget. I was so angry that we didn't just attack somebody right away. I was so mad after September 11th.
Daddy.
You can't do that when the military was been fucking decimated the last 8 years before that. It's not. You can't do that.
Did somebody just go punch a
Oh, yeah, you can. I would actually. That's around the time that if shit was going down, I thought I was really thinking about it. But I was in high school in a band. I didn't give a fuck. But I was angry.
We've gotta create a story to support our attack there on Iraq.
Yeah.
Hell, Michael, it's the president.
Well, Halliburton had all the fucking weapons, so there you go.
Bingo.
Hell, what?
Yeah, Dave and Tommy. Don't you think that you might have, maybe enjoyed your experience more in Iraq if you had some stock in Halliburton maybe or Blackwater?
I know guys have bought it.
I don't think the vice president, by the way.
The fact is that you guys sacrificed yourself and got nothing.
You're going to be
compared to that. Is insulting to me.
Halliburton does a lot more than defense, and I was actually pretty happy that Halliburton was there. They did a lot of things for us while we were there that we wouldn't have had otherwise.
Yeah. That's how you keep everyone happy. That's how you become an evil piece of shit.
One other company in the world that did what Halliburton was, and it was a French company. So guess what company we went with? Thankfully.
Yeah, but I would rather
guess who fucking
American troops or even any sort of troops as opposed to mercenaries that are there, with no loyalty other than the buck that they're paid with.
Fucking bull of wax. It has nothing to do with Halliburton's a company that does all sorts of shit.
Yeah, a businessman called Dick Cheney's fucking pretty high up over there.
My buddy Dickie there. I shoot you in the face when you're hunting with them.
No. I always laugh at that. No. When Bush was running for office, the Democrats had an absolute shit fit. He can't be the CEO of Halliburton. He can't be a CEO. He's got to step down. He must step down. And by the way, there is no legal precedent that anybody has to step down for their job while they're running for president. But Dick Cheney, he did step down. He stepped down. He had nothing to do with the goddamn company.
Yeah.
Obviously, he took it. And then when the whole shit goes down, they use Halliburton in Iraq. He's doing this on purpose. This is on purpose. This is a conspiracy. Wait, you told him step down.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
So you don't think it's a little weird?
Stock in that.
You don't think it's a little weird that he's got a lot of stock in this, and let's go to war, and I'll make a bunch of money, just like we did in the early '90s.
There you go.
No, Halliburton was the only company that did what it did, and the only other company that did the things that Halliburton did, which is just too much to go into.
You're talking
Let me tell you something.
Now, man. You're saying like there's known knowns and there's the known unknowns.
No, you just
like,
put that
be
in my
straight,
mouth,
buddy.
buddy.
Come on.
I will put that in your mouth. Let me tell you something. Nobody should be vice president when they're the fucking on the board in the pockets with a fucking war machine business.
Throw it down, Tommy. Throw it down.
Well, this is me.
You keep putting words in my mouth.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying I want you to respond to what I'm saying.
Anything. You're not saying anything, by the way. And no, I didn't say anything like that.
Nothing.
You're going to hire companies during war? What's the solution, Dave? Don't hire the company to do what we need them to do for the troops?
Hey,
stupid.
How come the original George Bush and Dick Cheney's fucking 1990s run was very similar to the one that started in the early 2000s? That's really.
And I've been very critical of the war in Iraq. I think it was. They both believe it was.
I'm critical of everything, but
I
don't know about you.
But the Halliburton thing, the money for oil stuff is just stupid.
Money for the oil is stupid, I think, but I'm sorry. When you produce the weapons that we're going to use, that's a little fucking RoboCop to me.
He stepped down from the company by
what if he stepped down from the company?
Of course.
He wasn't friends with all these guys?
Making my dividends at the end of the year.
Weapons.
I'd step down too.
Bitches.
Yeah, you know what? CEO of it.
If I was the CEO of an evil company that made weapons that I was going to take the country to war.
Company. How do defense contractors, how are they evil? Thank God that me and Dave,
Hold on. Contractors. What are you referring to now? Contractors. Are you saying mercenaries? Are you saying mercenaries?
No,
Are you
saying
mercenaries?
Business normally.
Again, you're putting words in my mouth.
Have you ever seen RoboCop?
I'm asking you, Tommy.
You want to argue
someone who's a military, a private military contractor, the ones that they're in facing combat, are they a mercenary? Yes or no?
Dave, you're filibustering.
You guys would have some fucking hot sex, I'll tell you.
Can I interject for a second? Can I interject? I just have to say, this is so fucking refreshing that Tommy's rage is pointed at a Dave. That's not me. It's fucking great.
I know, because Dave wants to change.
Dude, that could change in a second day.
Well, you know,
I know, right? Now I've drawn the ire.
Dave is like this. I could win this argument if we were arguing about something else. So he changes and he hands me my argument that I never made, and then he comes over the top and beats me with it. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant strategy.
I think Dick Cheney found out.
Wrong. That's because you said it, motherfucker.
I don't blame Dick Cheney for figuring out how to win. He figured out how to win. You know, stack the deck. Stack the deck.
Wallet. Oh yeah.
Stack the deck and blow it up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting to maybe they did fly the fucking planes into the thing.
We really went so
better if we just had boobies in the White House.
You know why I think we went to Iraq? And it's got nothing to do with weapons and guns and filling your pockets and all that
It's
stuff.
the oil, baby.
I wasn't talking to you! It has nothing to do with this, and it actually is a lot more evil than you guys think.
Oh, dude, you have to
We went to war. We went to war because George Bush had a hard-on for Saddam Hussein because he tried to kill his own man. That's why, and that's
one of the many reasons. Yes,
that's actually worse than anything you guys brought up. The Halliburton thing is stupid. The Blackwater thing is stupid. Of course, you're gonna hire people like that, especially in the condition the Army Clinton left it in. You're gonna have to bring dopes like fucking, and I don't like Blackwater either.
Listen to Mr. Open-Minded calling other people's opinions stupid.
I didn't. Again,
you just said it was stupid.
No, it is stupid.
My God.
You know something? Well, you think that Bush's vendetta against whatever his dad and everything is not stupid, but you don't think Dick Cheney being a CEO of a company, then still holding stock in it, then going to war with his own weapons?
I agree with Tommy in the sense that above all,
but God forbid stem cell research happens. God forbid we save somebody.
Shut up, Tommy, for a second. Give me a second here.
That was me.
That was Joe.
Okay. My apologies. But here's the thing. You agree with Tommy in the sense that, above all, if this was a vendetta between Junior and Saddam, that it was worse than all these different things.
I don't think that is worse.
But nonetheless, I can't
I don't think it is worse. I don't think it is worse. I think George Bush saying he tried to kill my dad, he tried to hurt America, let's go fucking kill him. I think that's not as bad as Dick Cheney saying, I'm going to make some fucking money. This is monopoly, motherfucker.
I don't know. I have a problem if my leader of a country wants to thrust the entire fucking country into war because of something that happened to his father. I do have a problem with that.
Really?
Fundamentally, yes.
All right, I do have a problem with that. You're right. I do too. But I have a worse problem with someone trying to make money.
There's 10,000 legitimate reasons to go to war with Saddam Hussein. Not to mention the least of which the amount of U.S.
There was zero reasons to go to war with Saddam Hussein.
You're not listening as usual.
Tommy, let me help you. I'm going to take your side for a second. At this time, when I was actually really angry because of the whole the September 11th stuff, and I wanted to go to fucking get somebody, and somebody said we shouldn't go to Iraq, and they were like, oh, we shouldn't know this stuff. And I remember I said, let me ask you something. If you were sitting there on a chair in your neighborhood, and across the street you saw a woman getting raped by some guy, would you just sit there and be like, well, this isn't worth anything? Or would you go over there and actually beat that guy up? Because what's going on in Iraq is kind of similar to that situation. Someone needs to intervene, so maybe that's what we need to do. It's going to get worse.
Clinton bombed Iraq 2 times. Usually when Monica Lewinsky thing was creeping up, but he did. He bombed them twice. They had information that they were moving weapons. He was constantly violating the surrender agreement that he had with NATO. There was tons of reasons to go to war, legitimately, and the war was funded legitimately. He just didn't go it alone. Like there was another myth. Here's the thing: wasn't a good idea because it wasn't. There was no reason. It wasn't going to help us. They had no plans to actually sit there and make a base and then have a status of forces agreement with Iraq. There was never the plan. I'll never understand that. And but that wasn't the plan. And B, they honestly, Bush didn't know what he was doing. He listened to Donald Rumsfeld. Donald Rumsfeld told him, you can do this on the cheap. Nobody will get killed. And then when he started getting killed, Rumsfeld went to him and said, keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Can you imagine Rumsfeld and Cheney, the evil between those two fucks?
I don't think it's because you want to talk about a movie. That's it. They believed in this shit, and they're just like fucking Obama. When it fails, you just double down. That's
Jesus Christ, Tommy, give me a fucking break. You've got a fucking dictator in Iraq that was at one point supported and benefited from the United States, deposed of now, Saddam, yet you've got the Saudis, and you've got all these other dictatorships that are still supported by the United States. And, you know, you look at Iraq and say, well, why that? Because they fell out of favor, and it was the time to benefit financially from all these different contracting organizations, as you like to call them.
George Bush didn't have anything to do with Halliburton. Again, Halliburton was the only company that did what it did. You think there is no way they would have invaded Iraq had 9/11 not happened. He would not have had the justification for it.
That's why they fucking did it.
And the whole thing blew up in his face. That's the way he did it.
That's why it's an inside job.
They still had a hard-on for Saddam prior to 9/11.
Yes, and I agree with you, it's a bad idea. But this fucking profiting and blood for oil and all that, it's dumb. It's conspiracy. It's stuff you yell at a protest. And you
This guy talking about conspiracy.
It's dumb. It's dumb. Now, at the same time, I agree with you totally. It was a horrible mistake. It was a horrible waste of human life. And to be honest with you, I still would have been for it had we went in there, flopped our ass down, and said, you know what? Fuck it. 51st state. But we didn't do that. We did it half-assed. And we got our ass handed. And Bush's legacy suffered over it, and he deserved it.
Guys, I was there. Too north of your proper target. You guys should have fucking landed in Saudi Arabia and taken care of that problem there and then.
I'd go back to Michael. Is there a Michael Moore movie on? I think you're missing it.
Just to put this in perspective for a moment.
I'd rather vote for Michael Moore than Dick Cheney. How about that?
Oh, I'd vote for Michael Moore. I mean, shit, half of them. Yeah. 2 votes for one big guy. You know? Shit.
To put this in perspective for a moment, I was there in 2003. I saw the fucking chaos of what we were dealing with as far as how unprepared we were, not only as an army, but as a nation. We weren't prepared for it. We didn't have the proper shit on the ground.
That's because they didn't give a shit. They just wanted you to use the weapons.
Buddies, look, I've lost 77 people that I've known since I joined the Army. 77 people that I have personally known that I keep all their names in a fucking journal that have died since the beginning of this fucking thing. And 27 of them happened when I was down there in Iraq. Not just for my unit, but people that I knew. And most of it was because we were unprepared financially. We were unprepared fucking equipment-wise. And one of the only companies that was equipped at the time, this is to Tommy's point, to fucking help us get the things we needed was fucking Halliburton. And that's a fact. That's not fucking conspiracy.
Okay.
That's not conjecture.
What if they wanted it to be that way?
Yeah, that's when.
Who's they? I mean, fuck.
Halliburton.
They could be anybody.
Who is they? This is who they are. This is who they are. Dick Cheney, who's running the country, by the way. Bush is not the president. Dick Cheney, who's running the country. Dick Cheney, who's running the country, who used to be the CEO of Halliburton, who now will get the money from Halliburton because they're going to sell the weapons to the soldiers, and they're going to be the only ones that sell the weapons to the soldiers, by the way, because there were multiple reports around that time that multiple other agencies wanted to get in on this action, and they were disallowed to do so. And all those decisions came from, guess who? Dick Cheney.
Most of which that were disallowed because of field testing done by units that I was a part of that fucking showed inferior products. Okay? That's reality.
Ding, 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 you win.
And you can thank Bill Clinton for shutting down our army during the 90s for that reason.
60% fucking military base shutdown under Clinton's administration. Just so
I remember McGuire.
Downsized the army by 60%.
And Dave, you win that, by the way. You win that argument. And Tommy, and I'm serious. And Tommy, you're right. And Bill Clinton we definitely did back off because that's just the nature of Democrats and liberals
it's
usually.
Ebbs and flows.
But here's
military warfare. Absolutely, you're right. It is ebbs and flows.
One of the things,
downsize, we upscale. It happens.
Right. Well, and we just came out of war, so we went the other way. We went the yin and the yang, just like always. But one of the things that Clinton fucked up again because then he got intel, and this is Clinton admitting this.
Getting too quick.
He got the intel about this stuff, and he didn't do anything about it. And then, and then when he got out of office, he tried to tell them about it, and they were like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And then and then it happened.
Bitch wouldn't do anal.
And then it happened. So Bush, people like to kill Bush because he didn't listen to Clinton, but at the same time, Clinton didn't do anything when he was there. But at the same time, so it goes back and forth like that. So I agree with that. And maybe you're right, Dave. Maybe it is that the weapons were inferior. But here's the thing: it just looks bad. If I was Dick Cheney, I would be like, I cannot be the president of the United States.
Sure, you're right. It does look bad, I'm not here to argue that point at all because it does look bad. There's no question about that. There is a middle ground.
Here's a point, Dave. Here's a point that you guys could make. Though here's a counterpoint.
Looks bad. It doesn't mean there's just this grand conspiracy to make money.
No, and I'm
absolutely right.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's 100% what's happening. But you are fucking really, being naive if you don't think that.
I understand the thing. Here's the thing. George Bush and Dick Cheney, for whatever reason, really thought they could make the whole Middle East like goddamn freaking New Jersey.
Give me a break, man.
Who thought that? Who really thought? Did they really think that?
Arbusto, 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my God.
Companies owned and run by Bush Jr. were all run into the ground because he doesn't know how to run a fucking company.
Is there an Alex Jones interview you're missing?
I'll tell you what, I think, Tommy, your bandwidth just can't keep up with this Canadian here. Every time he tries to speak, it's like, I will speak louder than you, my bandwidth rules.
You saying that? No, I didn't say it for the 13th.
Well, let me tell you.
He's from New Jersey. So
let me tell you something. The fact that I'm not the president, the fact that I'm not the president, and George Bush actually became the president is disgusting.
He could do this. The problem is when it came to military operations, when it came to judging the situation and the culture in the Middle East, George Bush was an utter fucking failure. And you can sit there and pull all these evil conspiracy theories all you want. He was a failure. The operation failed. In fact, it didn't get better until General Petraeus got in and told them basically to do what Colin Powell was telling them to do the past 5 years. You
throw that conspiracy word around quite a lot, Tommy, but some of the stuff that you say could be considered that way as well.
Yeah.
Everything Tommy thinks of is a conspiracy, movies and all this shit, and then I come up with some actual fucking realism here, and it's not a conspiracy.
Well, I mean, the
guy was the fucking CEO for 5 years.
You know what? It's a conspiracy theory. You know what? It's a conspiracy. I'm projecting my opinion, and you certainly are entitled to your opinion. Do you think that there was that there was a consistent effort simply to make money and expend American lives? For that reason only. You're certainly entitled to it, but it's dopey and it really doesn't stand up. We needed a company to do the things that Halliburton did. Yes, Dick Cheney was a part of it.
If I was that company, that's what I'd want you to believe too.
But you know what? Halliburton was already in business about 13 months before that when 9/11 happened. So
sorry, I had to poop.
Money either way.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's crazy to think that somebody was.
It's okay to say that Bush is a failure. It's okay to say
I don't even think that Bush was like, let this idiot go out there and do his thing. I'm in the background running the show. This is a joke. Clearly,
Bush did. He went in and the first thing he said when he took office was, "Where the hell's the coloring books?"
That's Clinton.
No. Where's the?
By the way, here's something that I don't like about. I'll go back to Michael Moore. Oh, before I go to the Michael Moore thing, real quick, I do want to say, Tommy, your counterpoint could be, you guys' counterpoint could be that, Dick Cheney was the CEO and then he became the vice president. Yes, that's true, but he was in politics before he was the CEO of Halliburton. And here's another thing. And he was also the vice president, before the attack happened. But also the people on the other side would then say we purposely gave them the shit so they could attack us.
I do
arguing with myself.
Look, I would be remiss to say that they didn't know there was going to be a financial benefit for
Fuck, I forget what I was going to say now.
But to sit there and say it's the reason. Here's another thing, and this might lead into Dave's conspiracy theory. Bush was talking about Saddam right off the gate. He wanted to do something over there. There was something he wanted his ass.
Yeah, because Bill Clinton told him.
Happened. Well, 9/11 happened, and I do believe this is. You can decide whether it's this grand conspiracy theories for blood for Halliburton to make money, and I honestly believe that he thought he could go in there and just clean things up like there was in 1991, and he was mad at his old man for not finishing the job because he was a bad president and he completely misjudged what actually needed to be done there, and that the fact that we didn't have the type of army to be able to handle it.
Yeah, he listened to a lot of people who told him things that just were not fucking possible.
Do you know who does that, guys? Do you know who does that?
Donald Rumsfeld is the biggest, the worst. Everybody you want to talk about Cheney, you want to talk about Bush. If you ask me, the biggest criminal in this operation was Donald Rumsfeld.
You might be right about that.
You know why all these people came out of the woodwork and they were working with Bush? Because they knew he was a fucking idiot. They knew I can push my agenda because we're running the show for him. He's getting elected because of
by ignoramuses.
But do you see that?
And Daddy, look, a squirrel.
But you got to see that, right? You got to see that this guy's a moron, but all these guys behind the scene are corrupted and running the show. That's what it comes off as.
I think it was corrupted. Is they had this worldview that they could change it, remake it at least into this fucking god, and they're just wrong. They were wrong. They didn't know anything about those people and how things work. And you had to go in and you had to get a bunch of guys killed to figure it the fuck out.
And anything they did know, they just ignored. I mean,
They didn't give us any tanks that were.
That's how it
assembled.
appears. That's how it appears, is that they didn't know what the people were like and what we were actually going to get. But I'm looking deeper. I'm telling you.
I remember talking to Captain Bennett, and I was asking these questions, like, so why do we do these things A, B, and C? Why don't we do them like we were trained to do them? He's because, and he kept on avoiding the subject. And I looked at him, I go, this is Bush's fault, right? And he's like, yeah, we're doing everything stupid. And we're just starting to get it together now. Because it was about my time was the surge.
I got to get this out because he won't. Tony, all right. If Joe takes your call, that's up to him. If he does, you better start talking some fucking cool shit about politics. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they're gonna cut you. So if you want to take Tony, go.
Actually, you're more than welcome to change the subject. You know?
Yeah, I have to change the subject when we're ready.
We'll talk
by the way,
about fucking wrestling some more.
Oh no, I got a different sports subject to talk about.
The Leafs.
Well, we talk about
fucking back from my piss break.
Let's talk about I was thinking about doing the same thing. What do we talk about the snow in Buffalo?
I took a giant downpour.
All right, Tony, you're on. What the fuck?
Finally back.
Yeah, finally back. Say something.
All right, so the story goes like this, basically. You guys know what? Yeah, I'm ready.
What did you think about Raw?
You guys let the kid fucking talk.
What happened last time? God damn it. All right, I'm ready. Here we go. So basically the story goes like this. Is you guys know I had that girl from one of the MONETIZE This shows when I actually met her, and then she gave me the number and stuff. Like, the whole story was crazy. We actually go to the same school, and it's been the weirdest thing happened last week where I found out she wasn't the girl I thought she was.
You got catfish?
Is she a whore?
Like, she's a whore, or is she just a different chick?
It's a guy.
You know where I'm going
It's a
with
guy.
this. You can tell where I'm going with this story. Anyway, I have my friend Cordell, and we hang out all the time. And
Wait, we need to figure out what color. Wait, Cordell or Cornell? What's going on here?
Cordell Stewart, Pittsburgh.
Slash.
His name Corey? No.
I feel like you just made this up and you wrote this down on a piece of paper the last 20 minutes.
God, dude, I swear to God.
You tied up diary. No, go ahead, dude. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So the whole story goes like this. The girl I never announced her name on the air was Leslie. She was my girlfriend at the time.
Well, I'm getting on Facebook Medford and I'm going to find out where...
You speak Spanish.
This is a kid-friendly show, so,
Te amo.
All right, so anyway, me and Cordell hang out with her all the time.
She's going to have a lot of family members coming here in a couple months.
MONETIZE THIS.
Leslie, don't you know somebody named Cordell? Leslie, is this you?
What's this vine?
You're so fucking grounded.
We're so fucked up to this, dude. Come on, Tony.
All right, Tony, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm trying.
I know you're trying. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Spit it out, man. Come on.
All right. So basically, the rest of the story goes that obviously me, Cordell, and Leslie, we're like a group, like a little small group at the school. We hang out freaking everywhere. Hang out outside of school. Go out to eat, like meet at places. Like, we go everywhere together. And we were dating, for a couple of months ever since I had stopped ever since the the last monetize this when I talked about her giving me my phone number and which if she asked me, do I like her? Yes or no?
Yeah, but come on, man. Speed it up.
Yeah, I'm trying. Freaking, I hear music in the background. I'm sorry, it's really shitty.
Just set in the mood. Sounds good.
Cheating on me. With out of all people is my best friend. Out of all fucking people.
Oh my god.
Send me in a
fucking
deep
Cordell.
Fucking he sounds just like Televish too. He sounds
I like how you spell out his name. Televish.
Televish. It's like
Televish, yeah.
He's a Televish to terrorist.
And when I found out about it, I just went into a deep fucking depression, and I
did drugs.
If you guys didn't tell, I was kind of quiet on Monday. I didn't sound as much as electric as I would every time I call in Joe.
Electrifying.
Go electric, and I'm ready.
Don't shoot up your school. Pay somebody.
No, I didn't skip it.
Let's electrify.
Shut shit up.
Great song for the mood. It makes me feel a lot better about myself that my girl just cheated on me.
Sad music.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That's terrible.
Cue the Forrest Gump music for the ending.
Like if you yelled across the you whore!
You know what?
Ever and shift, like push her down or something?
That's terrible. If that really happened, I mean, did you kick his ass? I mean, what happened here?
You guys still like playing video games and shit?
No, like I said, it just happened last week, so I haven't talked to the fact.
What a girl.
You figured out where to put this guy after you kill him, right?
Actually, I forgot to tell you this. They've been doing this behind my back ever since, I think about 2 weeks, 3 weeks after me and Leslie started dating.
Well, that's not your friend then. That guy's not your friend anymore. You got to kick him in the balls.
Is this why your voice got deeper? Is this why your voice got deeper?
Yeah, the Hulk is like coming out.
Fucking, I guess, but I mean that's basically the part two of
bigger than this kid, so don't worry.
I didn't really want to tell it on Raw because it was a wrestling thing, and I was gonna wait for it for MONETIZE THIS last week.
Dude, it's Raw's good. This would have been a fucking
This would have been better, yeah.
Yo, if you kick that guy's ass, that would be the manly thing to do. No one's gonna judge you against that.
I'm probably going to. It just happened.
Oh God, we're gonna get Tony's ass kicked. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're gonna get Tony's ass kicked.
No, the man code. The man code says you don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Man code says you don't do that.
Hurt someone in 1,000 more ways without ever laying a finger on
him. Somebody named Tony punching a guy named Cordell. I have a feeling this is gonna end bad for Tony.
Yeah, something.
Well, he's big and fat, so I mean, it'd be probably.
Always underestimate Tony.
Never fight over girls. In fact, the only time you ever fight over a girl is if somebody's like physically abusing her in front of you. Ever.
That's exactly a good point. Yeah, just fuck them both. Striking view.
I swear to God, guys, this was a true story. Like I said, I didn't sound electrifying as much as I do on Monday Night Raw.
You guys should see the.
Don't need in your
stand up to that kid. He's gonna whip your ass, and she's gonna fuck him. And then
she's gonna get even more turned on by him.
Exactly.
You don't do that shit. You don't waste energy on energy that's just garbage anyway. Why?
I've known the guy for 3 years, man. I mean, fucking the guy. I wouldn't expect him to do that to me.
To be fair, though, that was when you were 11. So I mean,
dude, I'm saying, dude, this is nothing. And at the same time, you're wasting your fucking energy on those douchebags.
Thank you.
They just don't look like the people. They don't feel like the people. They never done this stuff to me. They're always quiet. It's weird.
You're an idiot. They're all gonna side with the guy that kicked your ass because that's the way life is.
If I hit them, they'll call me racist probably.
Exactly. If you win the fight, let's say you win the fight, now you're looking at a race charge.
Well, hold on, Tony. Tony, why would you, like, if you were to kick this guy's ass, why would it be? Because of the girl or because he was your friend and he betrayed you?
Both. Fucking no.
No, okay, no, here's the thing. My opinion is, like, I'm gung-ho about kicking his ass only because about the friendship thing. I think that, bros over hoes is my personal philosophy. So if you cross that, then my opinion is kick his ass. But over the girl, no.
See, to me,
that's
that
exactly like what Tommy is
no,
saying.
definitely
everyone
not
else is
over
saying.
him just because he betrayed our friendship. Yeah.
If it's
to me,
because of a
either both of them
girl,
are fucking
fuck it.
worthless,
Girls
in
are,
my
you
opinion.
know, not even worth the energy.
Dude, you don't, yeah, I wouldn't even fucking deal with neither one of them, dude.
No,
I
man.
mean,
If somebody's your brother, man, if somebody's your brother, and they betray you like that, and I've been betrayed like that, trust me, and it breaks your heart. It shatters, what you had. It makes you realize that you have to take a stand at one point and disallow people from taking advantage of you.
Yeah, you're right.
First of all, no, Dave, you're crazy. Coney can get in trouble for basically what's a high school romance.
It is, exactly.
And you know what?
About getting in trouble, dude. This is a life lesson you need to learn early. People are like that. And you need to stay away from that.
You lay hands on somebody to defend yourself, and then that strange situation.
The thing is, Cordell doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight him. Honestly, I want to beat his ass.
You don't fight him, but then that's
then you don't. Yeah, then you don't. You don't fight him. Then it's not even worth. You don't fight him. You just don't. You're not friends with him anymore. That's what I would do. And I definitely don't like her.
Fine, Jesus. I'll go PG. Fine.
No, you don't. No, that's not fine, Jesus. Look,
Hey, you want to know what happened to me, Tony? And I still have a charge against me in New Jersey. I had a friend of mine. I was a townie, and my friend went to college, and I went to community college, right? And I had a girlfriend in town, okay? And then all my college buddies came back from Merrimack and Boston College and all this other stuff, and they came to see me. And I was just like, they're getting fucking pussy left and right, and I would never have saw this coming. Why would they take my townie girlfriend? So I get in a fight with my townie-ass girlfriend, right? And I go to my best friend, Dan, and I'm like, this is really fucked up. You know what Dan says to me? He says, look, I'm going to take care of this, bud. I get along with her pretty good. We're going to sort this out. Just give me some time and help me sort this out, and I'll get you guys back together. And I'm like, yo, thanks, blood. Thanks, bro. Take care of that. So you know what he decided to do? He fucked her. He fucked her. Not only did he fuck her, he fucked her in front of my friends at a party and made a scene about going to a bedroom. So when my Irish friend was coming in from Ireland, he actually witnesses. And all the people that I grew up with saw this, including this Irish guy who I didn't grow up with. He just used to come every summer to stay with the McCarthys. And he was in the car. And then I said something to him, and he froze. And I'm like, were they at a party last night? And he's like, I don't think so. You going to see the Rangers? No. Did you say they were?
You dumb fuck? No.
And then he came clean and he finally told me, he's like, yeah, Dan's been making a real scene about fucking your girlfriend behind your back. So you know what my solution to the fucking problem was? Drive to their fucking house, tell them not.
Bag out, tear his teeth out.
Yeah, well, here's what happened.
What the fuck? It can't be that big a fucking deal. She didn't even fuck you, yeah, right?
I can't legally own a gun. I had the police go through my house looking for guns because when you get a restraining order on you, that's what they do. And they humiliated in front of my family. When I went to court, the judge chewed my fucking ass. When the court fucking police found out what I did, they were taunting me in the middle of the goddamn courtroom, telling me what a fucking prick I was while the judge was reading the restraining order to me. I wasn't allowed to go to the college that I was going to, and it was all over a bitch. What I should have done is said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're not my friend, and you're a whore. And I should have walked. I should have fucking walked because there was no reason to stand up to anything. There was no reason to
it's already been lost, yeah.
I did all the things that Dave said, and I got fucking kicked in the ass. In fact, do you remember all my friends?
Because you got caught, Tommy.
Oh, that's a bad fucking lesson, right? Because you got caught. That's a terrible fucking lesson right there.
No, what do we? Because I got caught.
Justice sometimes needs to be done.
Oh, justice was done to Tommy. Justice was done to Tommy because he assaulted somebody. Are you insane, Dave?
No,
the Republican and Democrat really flipped here. It's really weird.
Let me tell you
fucking Jesus.
I'm not afraid to defend myself, but I pick my spots, and that's not one of them. And Tony, let it slide. They're not your friends, and just move on. You're a good fucking guy.
You're a good guy, and this actually makes you
learn from this, Tony. You will identify the character traits that both she and he has, and you're gonna meet people like her. And it's like, you know what? You're just like A, B, and C over there.
Fuck you. I'll do it. Just you. Fuck you.
No, the walk away. This one's not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
All right.
Especially, I mean, even like you'll find out later when you're actually a lot older that they're still not worth it. A lot of people like this. It's not even because you're a kid. It's just it's all of it. They're not worth it.
Yeah, you should be thankful for the lesson that you're learning at a young age because now you know who to avoid.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Bingo. That's exactly. Dave told my whole story in 2 sentences.
He does that with me too. We say the same shit. The fucking guy will do it in a word. I'll do it in a fucking couple books.
And I am not afraid to defend myself, Tony. I am not afraid to throw down. I'm not afraid to stand up for what's right. But this is a losing battle. You just take it and say, you know what? Yeah, you got. If it comes up and your friends start giving you shit over it, it's like, yo, they're fucked up. Or laugh with them, and everybody be like, when you start laughing with them, they were like, yeah, I was really fucked up, but they did to Tony. Then they'll come back to you. All my friends that initially supported me when I went nuts, they all turned their back on me because they thought I was man, and I was. And then I got humiliated in court, humiliated in front of my fucking family. Can't own a gun in New Jersey for the rest of my life. I mean, I was lucky I actually got in the military because I had to reveal the whole situation to them, and they had to decide whether I could go in or not. So it's stupid.
Do you guys, and Tommy's right, by the way, I think in this case, yeah, sometimes you got to slap your buddy around. If you're hardcore buddies, you know what I mean? Like, I even think that if me and Tommy, like, Tommy was back here or something, and, like, you know, he left the room for a second, and, you know, and I, you know, started touching Andy. You know, I think that, you know, he should.
Andy's gonna hear this and fuck. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I think that's different. I think when you're in school with the,
is he German or?
I think I would deserve to be punched in the face.
Sure. Yeah. Well, there's a difference between punching someone in the face because they're touching on your woman and driving to someone's house.
No, I know, but
you know what it comes down to. I mean, you take all that shit.
No,
away.
because I would deserve to get my face fucked around with.
Oh, sure.
And then and then after that, guess what? I wouldn't take anybody to court.
That's you, though. Other people will take it.
That's not you. See, there are some people that, especially in that situation,
First of all, I would never do that.
Punches, you know, they might take action.
Exactly. They take the fucking idiot role.
I would never do that, though. I would do like.
Well, you're a good person.
Well, I would start drinking and then be like, hey, you know,
obviously not that good if you were touching on Andy.
No, because what I would do is I would. No, because I would start drinking and I would be like, you know, Tommy and Andy, you know, we could.
Leah's gonna be later like, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, you want to touch Andy? That's the moral of this story. What the fuck?
To reestablish it, let's say this happens to you. Somebody's trying to humiliate you, talking to your girl or putting their hands on you, and she looks uncomfortable. Yeah, then you got to stand up for it.
Oh, yeah.
But if the fucking bitch is messing with the guy behind, she don't like you that much. And here's another thing. This is something I think Leah could back me up on. A lot of girls that age.
Oh, Leah would back you up on this. I hope after all the stuff she's heard, she's wanted to kill you the last hour.
Well, you voted for her, but she might back me up on this. A lot of girls do stuff like this to see you get a reaction, and you're at that age where they can kind of manipulate and they're kind of testing in the water to see what you'll do. Don't fall for that fucking knight in shining armor bullshit trap like I used to.
But
every fucking.
I'm not sure.
The problem is
what I
Leah's
was actually saying, Tommy. I thought there was 2 separate issues. There was the girl issue, which I said.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're the same thing.
No. Hold on. No. Hold on.
Dude, this isn't true love here. This is a fucking...
Let me at least give me an opportunity to explain this from my end here. But whether it be somebody who shares your blood or not, that you consider a brother, someone that you have offered to basically take a bullet for them, to do anything that, you know, is necessary as a proper brother does. You know, there's no real questions when it comes to a sibling. You need something? No problem when you need it done. And they break your heart and they betray you in a manner like that. What action do you recommend? Tommy, you're always saying about people being pussies. How do you stand up to that? Because the total betrayal of family.
I barely remember the girl's name. It's funny you say that because I barely remember the girl's name. But I sure remember my friend Dan Belinsky. And I think about through the years and all the things that we went through and how we don't speak anymore because of this incident that's now like 17 years old. And, you know, I see he went on with my friends. He actually ended up marrying that girl. I never got to meet his kids. I never got to do all that. That's what that decision got me. I was never that mad at her because I knew it wasn't like I was never getting laid again. I was mad at him for A, humiliating me, and B, betraying my trust. And Jesse's right. I know what you're trying to say. It is the same thing. And I took that course of action, and it failed miserably.
Yep. As it usually does.
as it usually does, and that's why
You
I'm.
both are still young. How old is this kid? Is he same age as you? Your friend.
Tony's long gone. Tony's long gone.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Well, if you're gonna kick his ass, make sure you get a, beat some shit.
That's the thing. These are 14-year-olds. Seems young to me.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta play the fucking walk. Dun, 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 dun. Put that shit in your headphones, Tony. You'll be ready.
Stick up for yourself. You stick up for your girl. You stick up for your homeboys. But when they start showing behavior like that, you walk.
You walk.
That's what I say. You walk.
And look, I get the whole brothers and all that stuff that you're trying to sell there, Dave, but those are platitudes that
get angry and you could go to jail. Unfortunately, the guests at a McDonald's in Philadelphia were unable to put a smile on a group of black women who started smashing up the restaurant after the breakfast menu expired. It's incredible what folks will do if they don't get their McGriddles.
Gotta get that egg McMuffin, man.
I saw this. This is a great video.
Bitch, how the hell you gonna tell me there ain't no damn griddle?
Her ass is the size of the building.
Shocking.
Considering they haven't had their breakfast yet.
Dude, guys are fighting the women. I think this black guy. I think, to be fair, since they're going to use black women because they're in a negative light, I'm going to use black man in a positive light, because the black guy clearly got sick of these women taking it out on the McDonald's employees and causing a scene, and he clearly said, "Get the fuck out of here," or something to them. And then they went in a rage and started fucking just destroying stuff, and he's like blocking chair shots from them.
Hey, are we still online? The broadcast still on?
Yeah, we're still on. I hope.
Sure. I got a please stand by over here.
Oh, check it out. Well, they probably saw this.
Your bandwidth has been bad all fucking night, man.
Me?
No, Tommy.
Oh, okay.
I got it. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good. No, it's okay.
It's working.
No, it's okay.
The guy's real cool. He's just, handling these.
Oh, she broke a.
No problem.
You'll see in a minute. She broke a broomstick handle over him.
Yeah.
Halloween my ass knuckle.
She looks surprised too. He's like, I wasn't sure this was gonna break.
Look at these fucking crazy fucking gorillas. Just.
Now, what the next guy that has to.
Can I get my McRib and go, please?
He's because he's black. He don't give a fuck. He's like, give me the damn shit.
Yeah, white people are out when this shit happens.
Yeah, we'd be like, holy shit, we better get out of this whole fucking.
Fuck out of here.
I'm out of this place.
Ow! I go to churches in the worst area because that's where they know what's up.
World Star Hip Hop. World Star Hip Hop.
Fuck Popeyes.
I don't understand.
6 serious life-saving rules to survive a serious fight. I know what it is. Play dead.
I've seen.
Bring a weapon.
That does not work with bears.
Bullshit. Bare hands, I'll get them.
It's not just with black folks either. I've seen these people like well, it's usually poor people. It doesn't really make.
It doesn't matter white or black. Yeah, it's just poor.
At a fast food joint, I've seen tons of videos like the last 3 or 4 years over shit like this. It's like really fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
You mean like in Germany?
No, Germany.
You don't see
that guy.
Like every 4 years.
How about that
thinking,
white guy?
Get me my McDonald's.
The white
now.
guy. To be fair to the races, the white guy that flipped out at Wendy's a couple months ago because some fucking lady didn't hold the door. Say thank you.
Black thing. It's not
a white or black
No, it's
thing.
not. I just want to make sure people know. I'm not. It's not. It's not.
Speaking of writing,
as far as the guy who orders next, because the white person ain't even gonna order. The black dude's gonna be like, shit, man.
McDonald's brawl over chicken nuggets. There's tons of these.
Oh,
Yeah, Dave.
Speaking of rioting, what about Black Friday for you guys? That's something that's not really known for Canadians, but that's coming up for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, I gotta work it all day.
So how many? What's the death toll planned for this year?
5 deaths. How about that?
I'll take the under. I'll take the under on 5 deaths. I'll take the under on 5
I'm
deaths.
still losing it on Black Friday after all the other shit we were talking about. I'm like in my head.
thinking
I worked one Black Friday just before I joined the army at Circuit City.
Oh, and yeah.
my
I
God.
couldn't believe like we had a lot of we had a little India where I was, and the Indian they were lined out the door to get in fucking Circuit cities. And keep in mind, the shit was selling cheap was garbage.
Oh my God.
It was all what was left over, and we just like really marked it down. Like nobody was buying it anyway. And I saw this guy knocked this woman down, like pushed her from behind, and she went hat in her face. And 3 men step on the back of her jacket while she was
Anybody raped?
to get a fucking printer. I saw this with my own eyes. It was the most disgusting thing I ever. It was the most ashamed I've ever been in my life in my country.
God, they must have done some serious shit to get the ink.
See, here's the thing. I'm not ashamed of the country. I'm ashamed of the fucking people around me. That's the different. That's what I take.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that, but
that's just me, though. I mean, like everybody wants to blame America or blame a country of origin.
You know what?
But it's,
you know what? That's what it looks like, and it's just
yeah,
like
it does. You're right.
saying. It's like what Dave Rose saying. You know, I mean, they look at this and like, what the fuck are these people? I mean, yeah, you know what? I don't blame them. And you're right. It's not all of us. It's just these wackos. And it's funny that you mentioned the ink, Jesse. When they got we jacked up the prices of the ink. So that when they go buy the ink, they end up spending just as much money as they would if they had come in the day before.
You know, I'll behead everybody.
Yeah.
Wow, this fucking fight gets crazy.
Yeah.
You're still watching that shit, so like
This is crazy.
You know.
Oh, I'd fuck oh man, if somebody did that
yeah,
to
I
my,
need a number 7.
I'd fuck this guy up if he did that to my girlfriend. That guy would be done. He'd be all over.
Like even now, like if I oh man, I got a hankering for McDonald's at night. Sometimes I get that, and if I see a lot of young people in there, I'm not that hungry anymore.
So, Tommy, you guys have beer at your McDonald's, don't you?
Yeah,
we do have beer at McDonald's.
Then I could go to McDonald's too.
In Canada, the only place is Quebec that has beer in McDonald's. And they got little.
What the fuck do they got any there? Where is that? Terry, anyway.
Where is she? Terry, where are you?
You know, her and Leah, you never know. Shit.
Oh, fuck. Leah's not in, but Terry is.
No sex for you.
The grass is green. Wait a minute. There's no grass because it's snow over there. Fuck it.
Hmm.
No, you know, in Canada, I tried to fuck a snowblower.
You know, under no circumstances will I ever, absolutely ever, positively ever fight my brother Owen.
Not anymore.
Bret Hart would not know how true.
Advantage of me in the treehouse.
You know, my dad built that house. It's not really funny. He found all the wood. He found all the bark. He carved it himself in a basement. Made us all a treehouse in his spare when he got home from Stampede after he finished closing out and taking the cash draw home like he always did.
Hey, you know, you talk about Black Friday. Wait, I mean, I'm trying to...
Friday. Fuego.
I'm trying to convince Jeff Huffman to go buy a gun.
Yeah. My God, dude, is he that bad? What's going on with him?
Why is St. Louis doing that?
He's close to Ferguson.
Oh, God, he's a town over.
Oh, shit. Well, then, you know, he better buy 2.
Even in our magazines up here in our newspapers, they're saying that gun sales have like surged like 50 to 70%.
Yeah, it's
Obama put a gun in everybody's house.
Man, you want to hear something funny? Mandatory from AOL. They do articles. The worst radio DJ names in America, and funny enough, Spaz from Boston, WAAF. WAF got his number 11 on the list, which I think is hilarious. He's the one.
Jack the Whack.
He doesn't even. He's like the background. Spaz is like the third, fourth man in on the show. But it's just funny that he got Pimp with the Limp. DJ Laz in Miami got number 1. Not surprising in Miami.
What's wrong with these names? What the fuck is
You know,
wrong with
something about Monetize This. I need to, like this episode. I don't know if you guys realize it was. We got a lot of good shows, but I've always said like I see it that it could go.
Here we go.
Multiple different ways every time, and I think this one was the first one that I think you guys will agree that it was serious all the way through. Pretty much, it wasn't
fucking anarchy, Jesse. This has been complete fucking chaos. At least the first hour.
You need to take a listen back, dude, because I'm like, listen.
No,
I
totally agree with you, Jesse. If Skype didn't suck so bad.
Yes, I agree.
That's
somebody can hear it. Dave's right.
Yeah, you can't have 6 people talking all over each other.
All right. But if you have a great fucking sound system and your content is shit, then what the fuck?
You proved his point because when you talked to us, it sounded like.
No, dude, all right, so who gives a shit if you can hear it when it sucks?
No, look, the content is good.
I'm just trying to say it was different of a show. It was a different show.
You damn conservatives.
This was all right. To me, this is maybe one of the top 3 shows I've ever fucking seen of.
Oh, you like
top, maybe even top 2. Because the fucking thing is, I fucking really enjoyed it, and I think it was a different approach than the normal ha ha ha, sometimes even dead whatever moment.
Management situation, and here's what he said. He goes, he's not been an NHL coach. He's not been an NHL GM. I wish I had done that. I wish I'd skipped right to the presidency, get rid of those menial jobs. And McKinsey says, so did the New York Islanders. Right on the air. And then Wilbury goes, oh, please. I wish I could get rid of those menial jobs. So did the New York Islanders, because he fucked that franchise up for the next 20 years.
Oh man,
Bilberry was a weapon sent from the New York Rangers to bury the Islanders. So the Islanders dipshit.
Speaking of hockey, Joe, what do you think about Boston's win over St. Louis?
Look at this fucking animal. I'm sorry, I'm watching this fucking animal, this fucking black lady animal who decides she wants to fight people while she's holding her fucking little girl in her arms. What kind of fucking animal starts a fight with a crowd and slaps people when they're not looking?
I've seen a few of those videos, unfortunately.
Oh my Christ, what is wrong with these people? Look at this fucking lady. What a fucking disgusting... Listen, I don't know what to think. I mean, we got to get some videos of white people up here acting like this, because I don't know if what it is, but
it's poor.
All these maybe it's poor, I guess. I don't know, but all I can find is these terrible comments, because it's all black people acting like this. You know, but can we get some white people videos up? Or do they exist? I don't know.
I saw some white people asking like that.
No, white people videos are us like jumping off of roofs and shit. White people do other stupid things.
You want to see white people abusing their kids? Look at that Honey Boo Boo show and.
No, I don't want to see.
Sugar Bear was getting a little
this lady's antagonizing 7 different white other parents by slapping and kicking them while holding for no reason, for seemingly no reason. While holding her 2-year-old or something, and then going into the crowd to fight more with her 2-year-old. Right. That's bizarre.
I bet
she's a mom, so you can do multiple things. You can always hold a baby while you're doing anything. Whipping ass.
Multitasking.
It's unbelievable, this thing.
And, you know, every mom out there's gonna hear that and be like, "You damn right." I'll kick your ass. I'll change a tire with that baby in my hand. I don't give a damn. I even got the damn baskets with the hip holder in it. Having a smoke, having a little jet, it doesn't matter. All right, I'm done. Bastards. You ever been fucked by a family member?
The Jesse Show. Why don't you do your own show?
Why the fuck would I do that? I could write a show. I'm not the guy who performs it. Like, I'm the guy behind the fucking scenes. What?
I mean, this just opens up. This is why black people need to stop being fucking.
Just doing his own thing. He's not listening to anybody else. I love it.
You need to stop.
No sell.
Stop being crazy. Just stop being crazy in public, because you're gonna get a video like this on YouTube, and you're gonna get white people going.
You've been watching that shit. That's all he's.
You're gonna get white people. You're gonna get white people leaving comments like this. Gorillas in the mix. You're gonna get white people commenting like Humpy. It's amazing how everything is fine until N-word shows up. I finally stopped taking my kids there because the N-words from the child to adult are fucking savages.
Oh Jesus!
So
you know that's not a big deal. I mean,
it's just internet trolling. It's just internet.
No, I think those people are real. I think those comments are real.
That one did sound like.
That's the thing. That's their internet selves being real. They would never say that shit in real life. That's the thing about the internet. That's the thing. These people, they might feel it deep down, but that's not who they are to the outside, to everybody else around them.
Say it.
That's the beauty of the internet. You can be whoever the fuck you want to be. You can be the most disgusting version of yourself. In fact, most of us use the internet for that purpose. The most
you notice LB ain't called in on this matter, so we done pissed him off.
Who?
Not me. I fucking
Calvish, he's done. Yeah, he's done.
LB.
LB, yeah.
I figured he'd be calling in like, man, black people's crazy.
I'm like, shit.
Billy, you
hate blacks? Well, are you black and you hate blacks? Come on over.
It's like that scene in the Chappelle bit. When the guy
Chappelle.
The black white supremacist. Yeah,
the black white. He takes off his mask, everybody's heads explode.
Yeah, that's a great clip.
Hey, Joe, I got a topic you might be interested in talking about.
Yeah.
The TNA contract, television contract, the new TV contract. They signed a new contract with a station that only appears in 600,000 fucking American homes.
Well, that's about how many people care about wrestling.
Wow.
Brilliant fucking strategy on the part of TNA. Yet again.
Then some crazy bitch comes in there after like a fucking idiot.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my Jesus.
Man, why are all the aggressive people? I don't know, man.
Oh, you're obsessed.
Hey, black people out there, calm down.
You ever think you just are black?
No.
Like, I mean, not in the penis, but you know.
I'll tell you what, the black people in these videos need to calm the fuck down, and the white people in the comments who want to kill them need to calm down. It's just hate all over the place. It's hate everywhere. It's unbelievable.
How to the people?
Oh, God. You know what? Your fucking little kid probably kicked a couple white kids in the head because you didn't give a shit. And then the parents probably said something and you got all pissed off. Hey, my kid do that shit.
Damn, Cartman had a child?
Sorry.
Biggest racism they have in Germany.
I'm pretty racist.
I heard you sorry. It's fucking hilarious.
Cracker ass motherfucker. You cracker asses motherfuckers. I ain't even calling a show again, motherfucker. I'm going to suck. I'm going to go watch Sean's View. Fuck you.
Bruce Blitz.
It would be great if you called up Bruce Blitz and say, listen, I'm a double agent. I'm going over. Joe Cronin, he's a fan.
Dunkin' Donuts. We're going to end him.
And so ends another night of Monetize This. As we go down the lane, as we go towards the sunset, as we climb towards the rocks, as we admit to our once former lover that we somewhat loathed, but had to be around, we have AIDS. And you have a kid. Good night. So long. And see you later.
Short shot.
Visit Tommy C.
Yeah, for a reason.
Shot from the Point. Shot from the Point on YouTube. Go subscribe. And The Dead on Dave. The Dead on Dave Vancura. My name is Joe Cronin. Spectrum Gaming 617 and The Joe Cronin Show on YouTube. YouTube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Almost 11,000 subs. Subscribe and go sub and follow me on Twitch. Twitch. Spectrum Gaming 617.
Did you say sob?
Sob. I'm going to go sob and kill myself.
Hey, yes, OB, I'll whip your ass.
And in the words of my brain for the last 365,000 days of my life, fuck everything, and I hope we all die. Good night. Monetize this, you can suck my dick. Monetize this, you know it's 6 inches in thick. Monetize. I don't know. What's up, everybody?
Leave the show before it ever starts if you come back.
If I start with they start with the rap stuff?
Yeah, any rapping whatsoever.
You didn't like Halloween, nigga?
I loved Halloween, nigga. That was great.
You remember?
I mean, I will fucking buy that on iTunes. But anything else? No.
It was really good.
You remember? I remember one night we had a really good night of like the freestyle thing with Jaren, and then like after that, Jesse was like infuriated
it wasn't
by
a good night. It wasn't.
Whoa, he didn't even like that one. The fact that the first night was okay.
It was a good night.
Because Jaren was so bad, it was really funny.
That was just before you started on the show.
Yeah.
My God.
We did 4 hours on this, if you remember.
Might as well put Jesse on, because Chris never shows up.
Monetize this, the home of thugonomics.
What's up, everybody? So, how was Crybaby Corner, Dave? Tell us.
The first ever Creators Corner is in the books, and I gotta tell you, it went quite well. I mean, this chick, this artist, Jacinda Bjork, I'm telling you, you're gonna love this girl. She's absolutely incredible. She's not your grandfather's artist, as Tommy would say.
She sculpts dildos?
It would not surprise me the way she handles herself when she talks about her art. It's like either gonna fucking get it or you're not gonna fucking get it. I don't sit there for hours and ponder the mysteries of life. I just fucking write what's there in my head, or I draw what's in my head, and boom, that's it. And it's so refreshing to hear an artist talk like this. She could be on Monetize This. I mean, she is that well spoken.
Wow, is it up already or what?
No, I've got a painstaking process. I'm gonna have to edit stuff and get the show together.
Oh no, you fuck.
It'll be a couple days.
Oh, you are a fuck.
You sell out.
You got a lot of work to do.
Hold on one second. I want to hear something. Let me see.
this chick, this artist, Jacinda Bjork.
What's her
I'm telling
name?
you.
What'd she
Listen,
do?
how
I
sick.
just said her name.
Jesus, Tommy. Is that a way to
Where
treat
you
a
been?
fellow veteran? Jesus.
This artist is great. This is artist. What an artist.
Hey, guys,
Why don't you watch the fucking episode?
well, why don't you upload it? Hey, I got something.
In the audio clip you just played, I said her name.
I still don't know what the fuck she does. What does she do?
She's an artist.
Oh God.
It's her artwork.
Say artist again. One more fucking time. I dare you. I double dare you.
Well, if you would stop running your mouth for 2 seconds, I'll tell you. Exactly
Tommy, you're in a bad mood.
Yeah, you're in a surly mood tonight.
I hate that too, though. When people, I'm an artist. Well, what did you do?
What did you fucking do? I'm an artist.
Me too. I shit on the floor yesterday and I painted a smiley face.
I kind of figured you already knew because Jesse posted all of her artwork in the chat. But since you don't ever look at the chat,
No, I don't. Not unless it pertains.
We found that out tonight.
Yeah.
Except for when when he says something.
Yeah, it's important. I'm taking the Dave way of looking at things. I don't.
Hey, I at least skim through everything.
I don't skim through. I skim through about once a week.
I skim through at least to hear my own name. If I hear my name, then I stop and I listen for a little while. If I don't, I just keep skimming.
I was on Facebook.
When do you commence masturbation?
I never stop.
Guys, I got something real serious I got to talk about real quick.
I don't think this girl's an artist. I don't.
Guys, please. Bill Cosby raped me. I was waiting to say that. I was waiting to say that all night.
Trying to stick a pudding pop up my ass.
He puts the penis in the vagina. Huh.
He puts the penis in the vagina. Whatever he does.
It's covered with Jello.
Put this Jello in your pussy and let me fuck you. I know he didn't sound like that.
Pudding pop.
Have a Tootsie Roll. See how many licks it takes to get to the center. 1.
Hey, Dave Rose is watching. Fucking get his ass on.
Sure, come on in.
Get some goddamn Canadian in here, because in Canada we don't fuck around like you guys.
Gretzky.
I was going to talk about the Toronto.
You were saying you were still defending yourself, but you were still saying, "What's this shit that's going on with SmackDown?" Basically, it was the Team Cena is going to be fired if they don't win, and you were saying that this was bullshit, and you were still defending yourself on the Raw. Raw was shit this week, dude.
There are certain aspects to defend. I'm not saying that the Raw was like the greatest fucking Raw in the world. There's nothing wrong with being entertained by certain aspects.
I like Chrome.
That's like basically saying I enjoyed Raw.
Fuck your opinion, Dave. You could suck my dick. Your opinion. What the fuck, man? Jesus.
This is like saying you enjoyed Raw because Santino was funny that episode.
No, I enjoyed
you
Raw
have
because
to take it the whole
I enjoyed
thing.
Raw because there was a fucking title change. I enjoyed Raw because there was a little bit of surprise at the end. I enjoyed Raw because they're fucking going back to some a little bit more edgy roots. I liked Raw because there was fucking a humping bunny. I liked Raw because it was not that fucking bad, Dave.
There's been many
you guys would
better
be bitching like
episodes.
this if you guys just stopped watching this horse shit.
You should fire Jeff Huffman and put fucking Rose on.
I've been working them both in. I'm trying to get Dave on more.
I'll tell you.
I'm firing that guy for a minute.
I know.
No, Jeff's the man.
What you're doing is like tremendous radio.
I can't not do SmackDown with Jeff. But I'm gonna have
the one thing that made my ears cringe in that whole thing was this: there was no surprise at the end of Raw. That didn't
the Rowan
happen.
thing was not a surprise.
That was not a surprise. That's a fucking mistake.
No, it turns out it was not a legitimate injury. It's a storyline injury. I mean, this was worked in. This was planned.
So Rowan's gonna turn on him then.
Well, I'm not sure if he's going to turn on him, but I think they're trying to. They want to introduce a program between Rowan and Harper, and that's how they chose to do it. Because Sheamus is not hurt.
That's bullshit.
It's a storyline injury.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
You're messing with the Canadian. You're making him mad.
Oh my! Why?
What was
Why?
that?
Somebody tell me something right now. Why would they do that? Why?
Maybe they're cooling on Sheamus.
Because it's trouble.
I would lose 9-2. I don't know.
Why would you go from Dolph Ziggler with the title to Wyatt so they could feud for the title with
I'm
Rowan?
sorry. You know what? I'm sorry for that outburst. I think I just realized it. Vince McMahon likes probably Rowan's anal cavity, so that's got to be the explanation.
Yeah. Rowan's got to be turning on the team or something.
I don't know. Quite honestly, from what you're saying, Joe, it sounds like that's probably what's going to end up happening. But here's the thing: it can't be that Authority wins this weekend. If Stephanie is pregnant, from all sources, it appears to be.
From Daniel Bryan.
And from other things, it just sounds like they're moving in that direction. So Authority is gone this Sunday. How would he turn? How would they still win? Like it just doesn't make sense to me.
Now the Authority wins.
Thanks to the SmackDown tapings, thanks to the SmackDown spoiler, they have locked it up. There's no way the Authority wins.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if they win, they have to fire the entire team of Cena.
Yeah, they're not going to happen. Exactly. Dave called it. They're not going to fire that team. They basically locked in the definitive answer, and that's bullshit. Why should I have it's wrestling. It's still real to me, damn it. So make it unpredictable. Make it so that you don't make
still
these
real
announcements
to me, damn it. I tell you every time.
We're going to fire our biggest moneymaker, just to make an announcement on SmackDown. No,
they just fired Cena a couple years ago. They did the fire angle, and then he was going to come back as Juan Cena. Remember that shit? I have a Mexican cousin. His name is Juan Cena.
Really, really did that? Juan Cena?
He was going to. That was the rumor.
Oh, God. 347, you're on, too.
Where can we get
going
that?
on? It's LB.
Hey, LB.
If you talk wrestling, I will fucking... No.
I wanted to bring up that Bill Cosby thing where you was talking about that earlier.
Now we're talking.
Go ahead. Bring up Bill Cosby.
I wanted to bring up a meme I saw the other day about the whole rapist thing where this dude, I think some meme was like, zibbity zop, boo zop, zip. So some shit.
I think they're just trying to frame another black man. That's all I think it is.
Yeah.
They're framing another black guy.
Are you Al Sharpton?
Yeah.
You see, I don't endorse the pudding pops right now, and they're trying to take it out of me. Zippity bop.
Dave Rose. With the
Obama!
I mean...
From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land fucking glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Fuck yeah!
Is it a game that I'm at? I'm hope Cronin's standing next to me so I can.
Beautiful, Joe.
Yeah.
You got your honorary Canadian citizenship right there.
There you go.
You like that?
Now do free birds.
It's not free birds, for Christ's sake. It's plural, not.
I know. I know. That's what everyone screams at. That was the joke. That was the joke.
But you didn't fucking do it right.
No, because every drunk person at an audience mispronounces the name. Never mind. It went over you, I guess. It's okay. Okay. Play free birds.
We had sex earlier. It wasn't good. I was kidding.
I know who didn't have sex today.
Yeah, you wouldn't plug it in.
Well. Oh man, no, I love the Canadian national anthem. I actually got in an argument on Xbox one day about how from a guy from Canada, a guy from Calgary. Funny enough. But no, I got an argument with him that I said Canada's theme was better, and he said ours was better, and that all his friends liked the American theme better. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I've heard a lot of Americans actually say that they prefer the Canadian anthem. They think that the American anthem is too warlike and aggressive.
It is. It's got fucking bombs and shit.
Lyrics too, if you ever read it.
Well, it's America. Yeah, it's It's pretty fitting, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, oh, say, can you see? If you fuck with us, you'll die. And
I don't know. It's not a bad anthem. I thought it was always very cool. It's in the middle of a battlefield. I mean, what's more patriotic than that? America.
Fuck you, Francis Scott Keys. Jesus.
Just put red button in the lyrics.
Oh, you damn pinkos.
The funny thing about that song, it's actually a British drinking song. The song was written by Francis Scott Key, but he did it to the melody of a fucking English drinking song that go. And a guy sits in the bar.
Yeah, the lyrics were written.
Go, and then that's how it came to him. He's thinking of the drinking.
Well,
song.
that's why it sounds like you're at a baseball game every time you hear it, because you're just like, it's like you're at an outing, and it's like, hoo-hoo.
It's also one of the most difficult songs to sing on Earth because it goes up and down all over the place, like no other song on the planet.
Really?
I learned that anthem in grade 3. I don't know what age I was, 9 maybe, and it always stuck with me. I thought it was a cool anthem, and I don't know if that's an odd thing for kids to learn other nations' anthems in their classes, but that's what we did here in Canada.
We praise the Lord.
We definitely don't learn the Canadian one in our fucking place. I know that. We're not even allowed to learn ours.
Yeah, we get brainwashed to our own. We do the Pledge of Allegiance every day, and we sing it at every baseball game. We know.
I was like 5 or 6, and I don't know if I knew where Canada was.
Back in the Depression, or
so I was 5 or 6, and I was in northern Maine, and the TV came on, and all this fucking shit. There's a French beer commercial. And I'm like, Dad, there's something wrong with the TV. We're getting in Europe. Like, no, we're like fucking 10 minutes from French Canada.
Times were weird in the 60s.
Because all the LSD, or
I think it's
respect your elders there, Dave.
It's the blood flow, the blood flow from all the cock rings. That's what it was.
It's the blood flow.
Yeah.
So, Joe, what did you think about the Leafs game the other day?
Oh, I
don't know. We were going to talk about that in the show.
Wait a minute. Which one? The one where they got killed and they sang the anthem, or the one where they killed the Bruins?
No, the one where they sang the anthem and they got destroyed by Nashville.
Yeah. Once again, some ceremony before the thing fucks it all up.
That's a more interesting story.
I think in Toronto we should just not allow any special ceremonies or anything. Just start the game. If you just start the game, they kick some ass.
It seems that way.
Yeah. I swear to God to you. Like, that's the third game now where something starts, something weird happens at the beginning and then shit happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
They lost the Hall of Fame game, too. To fucking Pittsburgh.
I'm bored. I've got nothing to do. I've got no computer. I've got no phone. I'm fucking bored.
But everything you say to me, I can't hear you. Most of it is the problem. I'll be talking, or
We
you'll
can
be
hear
talking
that quite clearly. Perhaps we might want to talk about a different
I don't
topic.
think he cares.
No, but I'll hear Leah in the background like, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, we heard it clearly that time.
Yeah, maybe if you want to go away, we can.
The underlying
show
theme
for a
seems to
bit.
be you're an asshole. I'm not sure.
Wait, no, she didn't say anything crazy. She's not even that bad. She's not close to where she was the other night when she heard your fucking idea.
Yeah, I was sure that was quite mean.
She doesn't like the Crybaby Quarter idea.
No, I believe she said it was gay, and I think that was just Joe being
I
nice.
think Joe said it was gay. Didn't mean she said.
No, she
said it was gay.
Should we recap? I mean, like, do you need to like here? Hold on.
We're not doing couch time with Dead on Dave.
Well, you watch what it turns into.
Oh, but
Yeah,
if we
you might be right. I may regret this whole fucking adventure.
I really should start a show called.
Why are you guys shitting on it? I think it's a fucking great idea. I don't see what the big deal is.
Because it's me. I'm a fucking human.
I know that you two came up with it, so I know where it spawned from. By the way.
Yeah, America's Got Talent.
No, I liked it. No, Jesse's got ideas in your ear.
That's about how original I am.
America has emotional issues. No, I think I think it's gonna be good. I really was like, oh man, that's a good idea. Like Leah was kind of like, that's gay, but I was like, no, this is a great idea.
Don't make me.
There you go.
Yeah, there was the Leah said it was gay thing. There we go.
At first I was like, what? And then after a few seconds I was like, ooh, this is a good, you know, I was like, oh, this is a great idea. No one else does this. This is I'm telling you, I'm excited to see what happens to it if you stick with it for a year.
That's the plan. Well, I figure at the very least it'll grow an audience because at the worst case scenario, the person who's on the show is going to share it with other people in their circles.
Right. Or they'll laugh at you and they'll be like, well, we got to keep watching.
That's possible too. And then maybe one of those people will be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Well, I draw, I sing, I'll go on there, you know, and I just figure it'll be very organic and grow.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I pull up to the scene with my penis.
You guys done with that sports bullshit so I can come back?
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I pull up to the scene with my business.
That is one of the best ones ever.
You remember that when you sent that on Facebook like 90 times? I mean, like, I don't know what's wrong with this. This guy's definitely like me.
He's different.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
I don't know. Is it too early for you? You need some coffee or something?
The show, I better be able to handle a question. I mean,
okay.
Well, to bed. You know, I mean,
I don't know. This is, I guess, kind of related to some stuff you were talking about the other day. But I've actually heard that some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, the red, white, and blue. You were talking about Fortunate Son, and you were, bitching about somebody talking about some. Yeah, you need just some coffee. I was trying to be a little
you need
witty
to deliver
tonight,
the joke better, I think.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Fuck
too.
off.
Oh,
I'm 6
no.
years in, 6 tall boys in, and I think I'm doing quite well considering.
Nice to everybody else. Dave gets fuck off.
Do the 6 tall boys include you thinking the entire audience knows what I post on my Facebook page?
Hey, how about?
Well, this is the point where you're supposed to be plugging your channel there, Tommy. Stay on the ball there, soldier.
What? Yeah.
Were you here the other night when Dave Rose and Dave Vancura almost killed each other?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was glorious, and I hope it happens again.
Well, I was actually listening to that episode the other day, and I was thinking about things I could have said. And if you want to drop the gauntlet there, Dave, let's do this.
Oh, I'm scared. Go ahead. What you got?
First of all, buddy, you are younger than me, so respect the fact that I was around before rock and wrestling era began. Okay, I was there when the green belt was in use. Okay,
The fact that you're older than me just kind of makes me pity you because you still don't know shit about wrestling.
This is the guy who came out just a moment ago, and I'm plugging you now about a video for your Raw review talking about what's going on and stuff, and you were going back on what you
singing the anthem. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really well done.
And someone was like, "Oh, they never do that." I mean, how did they know the words? Like, what the fuck? You have to listen to these words every time we go to a hockey game. Every team that rolls in is American. In America, you only have to listen to the Canada theme like 1 out of 5 or something.
If it's sports, it's probably not good. No. I hate all you jocks.
Notice nobody said anything to that.
No, we let it go completely.
Let it go. Let it go. Even though you got raped 20 years ago. Let it go.
Come on, guys. Let's get
Let
this
it
shit
go.
rolling. Let's do something. You guys got topics? We got fucking callers. What do we got? Tommy, get on the phones. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Jesus, shut up.
Did you take your fucking cocaine tonight? What's wrong with you?
Right?
Come on, guys. Get him on the phone.
We're gonna monetize this, guys. We're gonna monetize this. We're gonna talk about a lot of shit. It's gonna be great. Let's go. Let's go.
Get him on. Get him on. There's gonna be something.
I still say you behead the bear, and I'll fucking shut up.
You've been calling for this beheading of the fucking bear for months.
Bear.
Problem is, if I
do it all serious, and then you put him, and then you have a fucking inferno match in the tub. It's safe.
If I
You don't
behead
give a
the
shit
bear,
where the bear comes from. The bear could be like in his fucking son's hand right now, and you're like, rip it out of the fucking kid's hand and behead it.
if I behead the bear, then the bear's
Dave,
gone. The bear's gone if I behead it, and then there's no more bear. And that's to come up with...
you get another bear. You get another bear. Tough shit.
You have to do it in an ISIS outfit.
You know
I'm
something?
just surprised.
Here in Canada, we don't have teddy bears to console our kids. We have twigs and logs and rocks.
Calgary.
That was a hell of a. That was bad.
That was
This is what happens in Canada when the PA system stops working.
Sounds like monetize this.
Yeah. It's the opposite of Montreal.
That's pretty friggin' awesome.
In Montreal, they boo our anthem.
That's the first thing I thought of.
With all due respect to you guys as Americans, that really is something that I think is innate with Canadians, that we have this respect for other people, especially America. It might not appear that way, at least through the media, but we really do admire and appreciate the Americans and what they help us with. And, you know, I think that was just evident with the way that the crowd was, you know, singing the anthem.
Yeah, but I always thought that, though. I thought it's just the fucking media types. We're so much different than you. We're so much different than you. And you meet Canadians, and they're like totally different ball of wax. And you actually meet real Canadians. They're like patriotic and shit.
It's nice.
You know, if you talk to Bret Hart, he hates everybody. Every time he's on the show, he's got something to
move out of here.
American.
But you guys should note that those Canadians actually knew the words to the anthem.
They probably knew better than the Americans.
If I
was going to ask that.
Watch the Canadian one 2 or 3 times, I'll know it too. I mean, shit.
You want to test me?
Yeah, it's not surprising. Yeah.
You want to test me? See if I know it. Because I don't think I know the whole thing, but
I know "O Canada" by heart for sure.
Whole thing?
Oh yeah.
It's not just "O Canada" or "Whole Native Land." It goes beyond that.
What do you mean? I know what they would sing at the hockey game. If that's the whole song, I know it.
I know what they do at the hockey rink. I know that.
Okay.
Well, isn't that the song? There's no more.
No, it is. No, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free.